Hey, what's going on, Pinball Land? Welcome to the Flippin' Out Pinball Streaming Network. I am Ken Cromwell.
I'm Bill Webb.
Steve Beatty.
Steve Beatty's here. We are in Studio B tonight as we stream Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory by Jersey Jack Pinball for the final time on the network. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do on the machine tonight as the two of us, myself and Bill, we haven't played this since last time we were in Studio B. Steve, have you had more time on the pin?
I have had a little bit of time, yes.
Okay. Hey, Lord Helmet, Captain 12, NS Pinball, what's going on, guys? How are you? Thanks for coming in the chat. I appreciate it. So what are your thoughts right now at this point? Are you happy with your purchase?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with it.
Yeah, you ready to go?
It's still, I haven't seen any of the game. I haven't broken 1.5 mil, or
Yep.
just over 1.5ve, so.
KRH 2314. Good
going
evening.
on? What's going on,
And
guys?
Pirate Captain Red Eye. Yo. What's going on, man? Couple quick things. We have our sponsors, Pin Stadium, is illuminating the game tonight, so we want to thank Pin Stadium for the sponsorship and for making these games special when lit. And we've got our Pin Quest Challenge tonight from Neil. And we've got 3 tiers. So what Neil discussed with me this afternoon is he said he's going to make this team-based tonight instead of individual-based for the most part. So the 3 tiers that we have for 1,000 bits, all 3 players score over 100,000 in the same game. Extremely attainable. Tier number 2 for 1,750 bits, all 3 players score add up to 1.65 million. Very attainable. And then tier number 3 for 2,500 bits, we have any player gets 2 golden tickets. So we'll see what's going on. 2.65 million over there. NS Pinball, very nice. 2 solid weeks. I think that's where I was at too. I think I'm around 2.5 million.
Yeah, I think you're right
high
up
score
there,
on
yep.
this game. Geekboard Games. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to chat. And NS Pinball says the game is difficult and actively attacks you. Lord Helmet subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Thank you, Lord Helmet.
That's our guy,
Nice,
Lord
buddy.
Helmet. Appreciate it, man. I love just starting the stream off with a sub Twitch Prime.
Absolutely.
Geekword Games. Wow, that light show is beautiful. Yeah, it's nice. We got a little Pin Stadium in there too. And Chris the Pin Turn, what's up, man? I know you were at Southern Fried Gaming Expo. Before we say anything else, let's get this going because this is what we're going to do tonight, guys. Hey, 42 Gifts. Thank you so much for following the channel. I hope you enjoy stopping in. It's a little bit of a different approach to streaming here, and we have a good time. We'll start a 3-player game here on Willy Wonka, and we'll just keep the chat rolling. We're not going to make it a super long night tonight, gentlemen and ladies. Willy Wonka for the final time. We're going to play this for about an hour or so, try to hit our Pin Quest challenges. And then we're going to roll into the after hours, which is the live call-in segment. We're going to do that for an hour. We're going to wrap the stream up at 9:30 tonight. Gives everybody an opportunity to spend time by themselves after their kids have gone to sleep.
Absolutely, man.
Right. So we'll see what happens with tonight's Pin Quest.
Okay,
Hey,
howdy.
Carrie, man.
Thank you, brother.
Now, he's subscribed for 2 months in a row, so I think he's our first repeat sub, Carrie. Thank you very much, man. I know how you like that I trap up and how I can control the multi-ball. So I
Carrie.
hope to do that for you tonight, buddy. Thank you, man.
Carrie, I hope you're wearing a mask when you're clear coating, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Kerry Hardy says he's in the process of clear coating Hook, so he'll be in and out. The great thing about this stream, guys, is you're not missing any powerful pinball if you just listen to us instead of watching us play pinball.
That's the
so
whole
that's no
point
problem.
here.
Keep us down in the background, Kerry. Let's see. Geekword Game says, what's the next game in the lineup, Ken? So what we're going to do is we're going to reveal the next game that we're going to be streaming next week. We've got a new game.
Yeah, that's...
And the new game, we're going to be back at Studio A and Special Winlit Pinball Podcast Studios. Today we're in Special Winlit Pinball Podcast Studio B, streaming for Flippin' Out, if that's not confusing enough. Studio B is for Beatty, Steve Beatty. He's our guy. So we'll make that announcement here shortly on what we'll be streaming next. And I think you guys might be a little bit surprised because it's not something that I think too many people would have anticipated. And that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's a surprise game.
Surprise game.
Surprise.
Couple of shorties there, Bill.
Yeah, that was not a stellar ball by any means, but that's okay.
Man, I came back the other night. You know how some days you're just on?
Oh,
You can
yeah.
you're hitting every shot, and it was flowing so smooth. And this is the first ball today. I just wasn't feeling it, man.
Yep.
A little warm up here.
Southwest Pennsylvania Pinball Head. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Yeah, those definitely need to be respected. The left orbit's kind of a mother.
Yeah.
P3 would be cool. I don't think that's on the list quite yet, though.
You know, I noticed that red stand-up target to the right, or to the left of that right ramp. That's a killer right there, too.
Yeah.
What up, Dr. John? Subscribed.
2
Tier
months
1.
straight.
2 months. Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
Some repeat subs. I love it. And Southwest Pennsylvania Pinhead with 100 bits. Thanks, guys. Man, this is like, I love just coming in here. I love that you guys are showing up, man, because it's every single week. Literally, I look forward to Mondays because, one, Mondays, like, you got a lot of podcasts that are released on Mondays. And then I know we look forward to recording our podcast on Monday. And Dr. John, he's a contributor there for Special One Lit. And then we release ours on Tuesday. But coming here and streaming at nighttime after we record. And we had George Gomez on our show tonight.
That was a great episode.
So that was fun having him on from Stern. He kind of talks a little bit about what's going on over there. And that's an interesting take. Dead target by factory ramp equals death target. Yes, it does. Lucas San Diego, what's up, buddy? What's up, Lucas? And there's Kaz, our newest Special Willy correspondent, covering American Pinball. Hey, guys. He said he read on Facebook that it would be Thunderbirds and Zach is the new distributor. Well, that would be surprising to everybody, including ourselves, if the next pin we're going to stream next week is Thunderbirds.
So FN Slayer is asking if we can turn our audio up. Are you talking about?
Yeah. Which audio?
Vocal or gain?
He's drowning us out. He's like, turn the game audio up because I don't want to hear you guys. Which I don't blame him. Game audio? Yeah, we'll as soon as Bill is done with his turn here, we'll go ahead and do that. Now Neil's here. PinQuest Pinball official challenge, as we discussed earlier.
Yeah, what's up, Neil?
Here we go. They're there now. They're attainable tiers. 1, 2, 3 is going to be the most difficult tier tonight, and that is to get the 2 golden tickets by one person. I've yet to do that, as far as I know. Colrath 15 says, "Wish the new Star Wars home pin would have been the Pro instead." You know, that home version of Star Wars, where there was some backlash when it was kind of announced. Now that people are understanding what it is and what it's about, it's gaining some traction, and it's not geared towards
Your
pinheads.
standard pinball people.
It's not. I mean, it's going towards a different demographic, but it'll be interesting to see the kind of the cross referencing. Kaz, thanks for the bits, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Go ahead and pick up a Lord.
You got Zach in the house. We have got no golden tickets so far
evening,
this
Zach.
yet. Dave Falgren, what up, Maniacs?
What up, dude?
Dennis Kriesel from Chris the Pin Turn.
What up, buddy?
For 9 bits. Colorith, other than it looks like it's a fine pin, just don't think it's worth 4K. You know what? That's subjective, though. You know, I mean, it kind of makes sense why they came out with that. That's a good game that's should be pretty reliable because there's not a whole lot of stuff inside of it.
I could see that doing really well.
You know what? Especially for people that want to get in, but they don't want to have a used game that's going to be broken down and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of a good investment as far as that goes. Because it wasn't geared towards us. It was geared towards people that weren't necessarily diehard
and it
pinball
still has
people.
commercial grade stuff in
Parts in it, yeah. Just not the coin door.
Exactly. It's just not accept the money. Can't put it on location.
Head Boss Hog, what's going on, dude? Twitch for Lonely Nerds, good morning. Southwest Pennsylvania Pinhead, thank you for the bits, 10 bits. Yeah, I definitely want to see get a chance to jump on one of those because it looks like a cool game for what it's
All right, I got
designed
over
to be.
100 Gs though. We need you guys at over 100 Gs to hit that tier 1. If all 3 of us are over 100,000, that's tier 1 for for Pinquest.
I know. We gonna do it.
All right. Zach's here. What's up? Dave Falgren, what's up? Hey, Zach. So we got people asking what the next pin is going to be streamed next week. And if you're cool with it, we'll reveal that at 8 o'clock Central Time in about 20 minutes. And that'll be kind of fun. Head Boss Hog. Hey, dudes. What's up, Head Boss Hog? How are you, man? Twitch? Okay.
Twitch for the Lonely Nerds.
Twitch for the Lonely Nerds. It took me... I need glasses. Like, the print's too small on this laptop for me to figure out what's going on. And thanks for the BIS, Southwest Pennsylvania Pinhead. Always appreciate the support, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Head Boss Hog, Jurassic Park preview. Ooh, maybe it is a Jurassic Park preview. Could you imagine?
That would be interesting. FN Slayer, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate it, brother.
Dude, thank you very much, FN Slayer. And you know what I forgot to do is turn the audio up on the game. So why don't I turn that mic up? Hold on a second.
Yeah, we shall see what the next game is. We shall see.
Actually, can you just turn the volume up 2 clicks on that?
I heard our audio was a little low too. I don't know.
Our audio's low?
He came back and said it was our audio. Somebody else said it was game.
Okay, let's do audio level check here. Are we coming in hot or coming in soft here? because we'll get that fixed right away. Not like that one time where we streamed all day in like 160p, and then it was like brought up to us like later in the night.
Low voices.
Voices are low? All right, hold on a sec.
How about now? Is that better? Yeah, 500K is pretty noteworthy. That's a fun game when you break 500.
See if that's any better with little audio there. Sorry about that, guys. I'm somewhat relieved that your experience on this game mirror most of mine. Yeah, you know what? We like the game. We absolutely like the game. And as Pinball says, when I break 500K, it's noteworthy. It's not an easy game, and it's now that I look at it, I can see where it's set up for location play.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
The game comes without that left post installed in the out lane, so that's pretty big.
And the right posts are set high.
Yeah, so
At the top of the 3.
Colorith, I don't think there's been any issues on this game for clear coat. Have you noticed any?
Mine's a little soft.
Okay.
A little around the slings. But I have the kit that I need to install.
Okay.
It's actually sitting right here.
Why, have you had any issues?
Other than that, no issues with the game. BD chugs if only 2 of you get the points. How about the person who doesn't finish the 3 has the chugs? All right, you know what? I'll chug for him. Screw you, Zach.
Okay, so the problem with chugging drinks is some of us are driving home. And, yeah, that's just not a responsible choice to be slamming drinks while driving. And I'm sure
That's why this stream has been sponsored by Uber many times.
That'd be awesome.
When we're at Studio B, it's Uber home for me. Now, tonight can't make it a late night, so I'm not going to be going crazy. Have we had any clear issues on Wonka? So on some of the posts, there's a little bit of what do you call, like a little bit of rippling, a little bit, which I think has been typical on some of the released machines. So there is a washer fix that's being sent out to just kind of remedy that right away before it gets to the point where you're in a little bit of trouble. So that's been addressed by Jersey Jack in this particular machine. Let's see.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, so Zach's addressing some of that with some of the bubbling issues on. It's funny because you don't see it in passing, but if you're looking for it, you can kind of see where it's got a little bit of a ripple or bubble. As far as the issues with the ball trough issues, I haven't had that issue with the ball trough here. Have you had an issue with the ball trough?
It just kind of sometimes you got to give it a little nudge. It won't. The
ball doesn't sit in there?
It won't catch your drain. It won't read that drain.
Okay. Is it because it's hung up before it gets into the trough?
It just happened.
Okay.
Bill walked over and my ball was still up.
Okay. Is it because it's not going into the trough and it's just hanging?
I think it's in the trough.
Okay.
In the trough. I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough yet because it's been so intermittent.
Okay. They're sending washers for Wonka 2. Yeah, so you've got a kit coming, right? Or like a repair kit?
Yeah, I got the same. It's actually the Pirates kit.
Oh, okay, so you have it right there?
The Pirates post kit, yep.
Okay, there you go.
Some washers.
Yeah, Joel Reeves says, for home game, you couldn't ask for much more than the Star Wars game had. I agree. I'm not one to get excited about home edition games, but again, we had George Gomez on our Special Winlet Pinball podcast tonight, and that'll air tomorrow, and he talks a lot about that Star Wars pin that was just revealed, and it's exciting to hear the direction of the company in a way that you wouldn't have considered, because the Cornerstone games are still the main feature, but they're branching out into different avenues to appeal to different players. So you can hear about that.
It's interesting, the layout of the Pro too.
I think it looks pretty good, man.
Yeah, it looks like it should shoot good.
Hopefully we get a chance to play one sometime soon. If not, we're gonna have to sneak over to Stern. That's for sure. Sorry guys, just getting caught up here. Yeah, I guess they're sending washers, so you pull the posts up, put the washers down, so it prevents that problem from the clear. No, you know what, Joel Reeves? I don't think you really could ask for a whole lot more. It's a little smaller, so it's easier to get downstairs.
Oh, that's a good point.
Man,
Yeah.
A little lighter.
the death shot, dude.
The red target. Did you hit that red target?
That target kills you. That left target on the right ramp. Man, and it's funny because I hit that and it came right back and I was okay and I was like, all right, I'm not going to do that again. And then literally the next shot I had on it was bad.
Yeah.
And it gets in your head. It's like if anybody that's golfed and you're on like a par 3 and
that right ramp shot
20 yards to your right is a pond that should not play at all into your shot,
And
but
you
it's
go
in your
right
head.
there.
And as soon as you tee off, it goes right into that pond. It's like it's annoying, but it's makes you come back.
If you go to throw something at into the trash can, if you're looking somewhere else, that's where it's going.
Yeah. Hey, Penn Stadium, Scott's here. 16 bits, man. Thanks for
Hello,
coming
Scott.
in. We were just talking up a little Penn Stadium with illuminating the game. This is one of those games that I think really benefits from the Penn Stadium if you're playing in a real dark environment, for sure. So if you haven't seen pictures, I know Scott has them available. And then you can obviously see on the stream. It's up a little brighter than what I would normally have in the home, but for streaming, you like to jack up the brightness on the Penn Stadiums. All right, let's see. Kaz, I love JJP pins, but unfortunately they've got some playfield issues, and I hope they can fix the issues on future titles. I think every manufacturer's had some type of playfield issue.
I mean, you're talking about a piece of wood with paint on top of
Yep.
it. And, I mean, the standards from, 20 years ago, these things were just going on a route. So if you had a little bit of issue, no one cared as long as the game made money.
It's getting addressed. I think if they washed their hands at it and said, well, I don't know, that's just kind of to be expected, I think that would be concerning, but they're getting it figured out.
Yep.
Flipping Out Pinball, Zach says, got my Wonka Grand Champ score last night, 2.6 million, but I was about ready to open it up. Shit made me so angry. That's the sign of love for me. Yeah, it's one more game. And Grim Tim 1980 has subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome.
Thank you,
Love
Tim.
having the subs. Please, just keep coming back and visiting us at least once a week when we're streaming, man, because it's good having you here. It's good having you in chat, and thanks for supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot to us.
And it's everybody that's in chat that makes this stream what it is.
That's exactly
So,
it.
Thank you, guys.
That's exactly it. The Zach from Flipping Out Pinball, this is his channel. He allows us to stream the games on a weekly basis. We have our live mics going, and Zach's agreed to allow us to keep any revenue that comes in from the channel. So those bits and those subs, they do go back to us, and we go into making the channel better. So
Yeah, equipment.
Thank you,
There's
guys.
Still more equipment we want to buy. So
yeah, no, and it's been great. I mean, it's been way more than we had expected as far as financial support for the
Yes.
channel. So hey, golden ticket found. You're halfway, Steve, to a Pin Quest challenge, and he's got 286,000 points up. So Steve's starting to light it up a little bit here on the Flipping Out streaming network.
this is like a little heat is on for us.
This is a great mode, and I like the audio here. Let's be quiet and listen.
Shite. Ball save. Shoot again, shoot again.
Hey, nice
Nice
ball,
ball.
man. Now the pressure's on for all of us. We got to get to that 100,000 mark at least. And you're right there to get that second golden ticket for the Pin Quest. And potentially, with that score, we could be at that 1.65 million combined score. So this is huge. This is huge, guys. Grim Tim says he loves what we're doing. We love what we're doing. We love that you love that we're doing. We love that everybody's here hanging out, man. Every single week. Every single week. Denise is here, which is awesome. What's up there, Scott? Hey, hey. Hey, Scott, I'm going to actually... Scott, can I give you a call in like 10 minutes? Would you mind coming on the stream real quick with us? We'll take a little intermission before we keep playing Wonka, but I wanted to get you on for a second, if you think it's okay.
Chop on the base.
I had something I wanted to ask you, and I thought it'd be appropriate to ask with all the viewers here. All right, cool. So I'm gonna give Scott a call here when we do a quick intermission in about 9 minutes. Maybe after this game, we'll do that. Yeah, Scott needs to be on After Dark to vent because he's so tense. Yeah, absolutely. After Dark's about venting. Dark. And, my assistant, Bill Webb, is happy to massage anybody that might be stressed out.
The After Dark?
Right. Oh, the After Dark massage. Rubbing for bits. And as Pinball says, hey, Wonka owners, does your diverter sometimes miss? Like the ball bounces back and doesn't drop to the magnet as expected when it's hit hard. So any Wonka owners that want to go in, that want to chime in, please go ahead. Pinkwest Pinball, again, thanks for starting this off with 2,500 bits. That's huge. FN Slayer with 1,000 bits. Pirate Captain Red Eye with 1,000 bits. We've got several follows already tonight. We've got some resubs, so I love kicking off chat like this, guys. Love kicking off this stream.
Thank you, guys.
Good times.
An impromptu interview. So Scott's coming on, huh?
Not an interview, just a quick
Twitch is for lonely nerds. Needs to go poop. He will be our B.
Twitch is for
Scott
lonely
Denisi,
nerds.
number 2, your next game.
Scottish, what up, brother?
That's a good
I almost
question.
did it again with that post.
Yeah, Pat is very good at laying out playfields.
Oh, okay. Twitch, thanks, man. Let us know. Or, see you soon.
I have no ball control here, man.
Kaz,
all about
I don't
that ball
think that's
control.
the case, but, we'll see.
This game is...
Pat is good at
killed me early.
Playfield, Scott.
Yesterday or last week, it took me down. It took me like
you started getting into it, though.
But
3 or 4 games. before I
Scott's
got
no
into
slouch himself, though, laying out playfields.
Yeah, what happened, Dr. John? Your spooky update. You had the week off this week, so it's no worries.
You gotta be.
Again, thanks for everybody that coming into the Flipping Out streaming network here. I'm Ken Cromwell and Bill Webb from Special Willy Pinball Podcast. We are streaming live from Studio B tonight, which is Studio Steve Beatty, who's with us here. We've got
Wow, blew that one.
Willy Wonka. It's the last week in which we will be streaming Willy Wonka, and we have a new pinball machine that we'll be rolling in here for a stream next week. So we're going to discuss that here shortly. We're going to give Scott Denisi, who's in chat, a call real quick, and do that after the conclusion of this game. So if you're fans of what Scott's done with TNA, Total Nuclear Annihilation, which was contract manufactured by Spooky Pinball, Scott also is now working on game number 2, highly anticipated game number 2. It's nice to have him in chat. And he's a local guy, too. I mean, we've known Scott for a while. Good guy. Good people for sure. Him, his wife, Sarah Rose Denisi. Excellent people to know. I like to align myself with excellent people such as themselves.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
As we should. As anybody should.
Let's see. Kerry Hardy at Scott Denisi. If you were asked to do the music for a Stranger Things pin, would you do it? Flipping Out Pinball, which is Zach Menny, owner and operator of Flipping Out Pinball, says, nice bar collection, Steve Beatty.
Bar collection, huh?
Bar collection. Pinquest Pinball, Neil
Like
just
bars.
got a TNA, and he says it's such a badass game. He's excited to see what Scott does next.
Same here, man.
So it might be just called more TNA.
More TNA.
More reactors, more music, more fun. Scott says he would do Stranger Things music fast, 100%. And his pinball is having a little side conversation with Super Locks. Scott Denisi loves everybody. We love you, Scott. Is Bill blowing up the game here, or what's going on?
Oh. Dude, I walked up. I needed one ball to lock.
Yeah.
And I literally did nothing.
That's okay.
Yeah. So,
Chat's rolling by fast. Southwest Pennsylvania Pinheads asking if Scott's announcing a Flippin' Out distributorship for Spooky Games, and his pinball is talking about some stuff. Hey, Joel Reeves, thanks for the 1,000 bits, man.
yeah, buddy.
I appreciate it. And it's very nice. He says,
Thanks,
between you guys and Zach Straight Down the Middle, we're responsible for the best pinball content over the past years. Dude, I really appreciate that because that's what it's all about, pinball content. Now, Bill, you're over 100,000 points, right?
Ken, the pressure is
So the pressure's on me, and this is my last ball.
In the words of bowling, sunshine. You know, when you get your team's got all strikes except the last man out.
Yeah.
All right. Twitch is for Lonely Nerds is back. Welcome back, bro.
All right, guys, I'm just getting caught up, so let me give me a chance here to read up.
The new game was not announced yet.
Joel Reeves, thanks for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate it.
Actually, this is I just threw on 1.90 code earlier today.
I don't think you broke anything. We have no new game announcement. Not yet. Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's still a fun game. I look forward to next week, man. That should be a brutal game to play, which I don't know.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah,
That'd be
which
a
we're
good
not
time.
announcing right now. So, yeah. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you trying to drink a Fanta.
I thought it was Fanta.
Fanta.
Want to
What a-
Fanta?
You know, it's caffeine free, man. So the problem was is for so many years I was drinking Monster, like 3, 4, 5 a day.
Oh,
Man, it just finally got to me.
that ain't
so,
good for you.
No, and then I was big on Pepsi.
That kickback's lit. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, what it slide past there?
So then I got rid of the Pepsi last year. Now I'm on Fanta, which I kind of need to give up. So in the next couple of weeks, you see me drinking water and stuff like that. You know why. Yeah. You know what? I could play this game all night too. This is a darn good game.
I was out here for. Oh yeah, that's actually
Oh.
kind of common. I feel like, and I don't know exactly how to get that. It just kind of randomly happens. So if anybody wants to chime in and explain how you get Slugworth.
You know what?
For me, dude, I'm coming off like all these '90s pins, right?
Yeah.
And to go into something like this, like I think Star Wars and Star Trek are more code involved.
Driven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Willy, there's a lot going on, man. It's gonna take me a long time to get my bearings on this game for sure.
El
But I
Monica,
love it.
thank you for the follow. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I do drink coffee too. I've been drinking too much coffee with the caffeine, so it's starting to affect my sleep.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Well, that's the hard part, man. Is I wake up, anywhere from 3:50 to 4:50 in the morning.
That's brutal, bro.
So some of them days are rough, especially after streaming on these nights.
Yeah, my Tuesdays after
orange.
streams have been a little
Fanta Orange.
rough lately.
Is pinball a sport? Hold on, or a game? I don't know. Ken got a golden ticket.
Oh, dude, we're in. We just completed our first Pink Quest challenge.
Yeah, dude. I'm curious to see if he puts me in the hole, because that would really be effed. Yeah, orange on the Fanta, guys.
Boom. Wait, do they make Fanta in other colors?
Yeah, but and see the other part of that.
Tier
Carrie,
1.
Carrie is, dude. If I start drinking, man, I don't stop. I mean, you've
That's
seen me when
my
I start drinking.
problem,
Yeah,
too.
and I gotta drive.
Like
And
we'll
I
start at
just won't-
7 and we end at 10:30
2?
here.
Dude, we've ended at 2 before.
Oh, yeah.
and that's been a late night. Man.
I'm saying like the Monday nights we'll
Oh,
end
yeah.
at 10:30 or 11, and then if you're here or Ken's here, we'll sit out here for another half an hour
oh, easy.
to an hour. Powering them up.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. I don't know if I've ever actually sweated playing a game, but definitely moving them. Thanks, PinQuest. Yeah, we got tier 1. Got it kind of early, so that's good. Now I can, relax just a little. Nice. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we've seen Scott or Grim Tim. Yeah, that's nice that TNT's getting a new room. And it's nice to see that Todd's actually been doing better. So hopefully it keeps going. Okay, so Slugworth is just a random multi-ball.
Okay. All right.
Grape and pineapple Fanta. Grape might be all right if you had something mixed into it.
Random.
50-50
So it's a
style.
random award. That's why it felt random.
No, we haven't played in tournaments.
Ken might
We
have
don't
an
have
extra
a
ball
huge
here, it looks
announcement
like.
yet. You know what,
Extra
Carrie? I used to be a big beer
ball.
drinker, man. Something just doesn't agree with it. So if I have a beer, it's only a couple. Typically, though, if I'm drinking, man, it's 50-50s. Dennis is in chat. What up, Dennis? Hey, the Ricky Ruru. You say that, but dude, I mean, if you were playing bags on Saturday out here, dude, you would have been sweating just walking to the bag set.
Oh, dude.
You know what? Honestly, Fanta, the only reason why I started drinking that is just because it's caffeine free. Either that or Sprite. No, Scott, no Mad Dog 50-50, even though that was good back in the day. A 50-50 is like 50% Pepsi, 50% rum. Captain Morgan.
Hey, WTR Pin, I appreciate the write-up on how to get that Slugworth.
PinQuest, I'm not sure what it is, in all honesty. I'm leaving Ken alone. Lord Hellman, I don't know if they've hit the...
Combined scores we're at 1.5, 1.6.
Gary, thank you for the 10 bits, brother. Yeah, Zach would probably know if the LEs are coming in yet. Caller, thank you for following, man. Appreciate it. Really? You know what, though? With El Monica, it's funny because the restrictions on stuff in Germany and foreign countries is a lot stiffer here, so the fact that it wasn't popular here kind of makes you go,
Ken is on a tear. Beat Moscow.
Yeah, Ken is on a tear.
Oh.
Hey, Zach, do you know if the LEs are starting to ship yet or no?
Oh. Wow, Kid Multi-Ball coming up.
Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what bookies are throwing down the odds for this. You know, might have to get in on that. Evans Lair, I think we could probably repost the PinQuest challenge one more time, if you guys can do that.
Yep. I'm actually looking for that too. I want to see where we at.
12 ounces of Fanta, 41 grams of sugar per serving, and tasty.
All right.
Oh, okay, Carrie.
Take a picture of that. We need to do some addition.
All right, so we hit PinQuest Tier 2, right? Which was the combined score of 1.65 million.
Okay. I was hoping
I had
it wasn't
1 million,
2.6.
and you had Steve 753. So we've got over 2 million on that score. So that's fun. We hit that PinQuest. Good times.
So which PinQuest did we hit?
We hit the Tier 2. Well, Tier 1 and Tier 2, because Tier 1 would have been all of us at 100,000 points.
Yep.
Tier 2 would have been a combined score of 1.65. So we're at Tier 2. Thank you, Neil. And then Tier 3 is one of us collecting 2 golden tickets. Before we continue with Wonka, I want to give Scott Denicia a quick call here.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
And I'm going to jump in and say, Carrie, you're out of your mind, dude. Dude, this 50% humidity, 95, I'm in the house, man. I'm not clear coating no play field. That's what it was. We were moving stuff on Saturday for the uncle-in-law. He was picking stuff up for 5 hours in a storage facility. Dude, when I was done, I was fried. So, dude, my hat's off to you for suffering going through that.
Thanks for the follows, guys, too. DC 2057, Colrath 15. Appreciate it. Kerry Hardy, thanks for the bits. El Monica, thanks for the follow. Joel Reeves, thanks for the bits, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Give us a second here. We're not going to be able to monitor chat as well as we get Scott on the phone here.
Oh, sorry, guys.
All right, give me 1 second.
Will be bouncing. Oh,
Feel free.
Neil missed us. Neil missed us hitting Tier 2.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he missed us?
Yeah, he was. The commercial popped up.
Well, the scores will re-show on here one more time, right? That was a question, not a
They
statement.
should.
Okay.
This is not letting me call out here. Studio B's
Yeah,
on lockdown.
Grand Champ score. Yeah, Joe Katz. That's going to be up there for a while. For a long
I wonder why.
while.
WTR Pin, thank you for the 100 bits, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank
Yeah,
you,
buddy.
WTR Pin. Hey, Scott, I'm going to text you our call-in number, if you don't mind, because for whatever reason, I'm having an issue here where I cannot dial out. And I think it's the security at Studio B. What is that noise?
There's a ball search going on. In one of the games.
One of my
the
games
random
back
ball
here.
search. Like the Studio B's taking over tonight, which is kind of scary.
Yeah, no kidding, Carrie, with the sweat, dude. When I paint cabinets and it's warm in the garage, dude, it's the same thing. Dude. You're nervous about dropping, one drop of sweat into the paint you just put on something. But a playfield's a little more nerve-wracking because there is no wet sand in the start. Well, I mean there is, but it's just a pain in the butt. Yes, Neil, we did hit tier 2.
1 and 2 have been accomplished this
1
evening.
and 2.
In the same game.
That is true.
And Ken and I both had 1 golden ticket. So if you want to just combine those.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a team effort tonight anyways. Give me 30 more seconds, guys. I'm trying to figure out the situation I have here in regards to getting Scott on the line. So 1 more second, please. You guys feel free
this is a
to
great
commiserate here.
No,
I will read.
It's like I can't all stop. But come on.
no, just catching up on a little bit of chat here.
Read the chat out loud. Read the chat out loud.
Yeah, you know what, Carrie, dude, I'm not a technologically advanced kind of person, so yeah, man, I could show him, but I'd probably just send him back 10 years.
Bill's pretty damn good with that flashlight on that phone, though. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah, dude. Scott, no, I doubt he erased your number. I can tell you that for a
Scott,
fact.
I have your number, but hold on a second.
What's going on, man?
I'm having technical difficulties.
Hang on, Twitch.
Dude, go take another.
He is used to that jitterbug.
Might be a party line.
Yeah, you know what? The problem is we share this line with a 976 number occasionally, so we have to switch it back. Yeah.
8675.
No, I was thinking something different, but
Okay.
for anybody that was
Scott,
listening,
I just-
yeah.
I just texted you the number. If you don't mind calling in, I'm having an internet settings issue with calling out for some reason. I'm not really quite sure why that's happening. But in any event, if you're able to
look at
call
those
in,
lights.
it's probably because we were cut off from making calls. Anyways, cue the Jeopardy music. That's right. That's right.
oh, there we go.
Here we go. All right, here we go. What's up, buddy?
Is this the Flippin' Out hotline?
This is the Flippin' Out streaming hotline.
What's going on,
Not to be
Scott?
confused with
Oh,
the
geez.
976 line that Bill's been running, I guess, on the side. What's going on?
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, guys.
Well, listen,
Scott?
I
Good, how
wanted
are you?
to ask you to call in because I didn't want you to have to wait for after hours. And we were talking about, we've been streaming Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for the last 3 weeks, right?
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
this is the last week that we're streaming it. And this now something that the two of us have talked about for a while was getting together on the same page and do some streaming. So next week,
Oh, for sure.
that's finally coming to fruition, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
It is. It is. So with Scott Denisi on the phone here, next week we are getting on loan from Scott the original TNA Whitewood, the pin that started it all off, that started all the craze at all the pinball shows. We're bringing it into Studio A with Scott Denisi coming in, so he'll be in studio. So for next week, we are going to be streaming the TNA Whitewood with Scott Denisi. So thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
It's exciting.
All right.
Good stuff.
I'm going to need
digging
to
it.
go ahead and update the software on it. And you know what? We're going to stream it in all its glory. We have not cleaned it in a while.
Yeah,
So
good.
it's going to have a nice, you can have some nice dirt tracks on there.
That's
It's
right.
going to be super legit. And the power button doesn't work, so you got to unplug it from the wall to turn it off.
Yeah,
So,
Sweet.
all right.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
we're good to go.
So we're gonna
Nitty-gritty.
stream that pin with you next week, which is gonna be fun. And then the following week we have another mystery pin, and then we're gonna be into a new release, I think, from Stern, in which we'll get into. So I mean, it's gonna be a fun week because again, we've been talking about streaming the TNA Whitewood, and I remember streaming
For a while.
that TNA Whitewood at your place like years ago before.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, before yourself and Charlie even had come to an agreement that it made sense for them to manufacture that. So that's going to be good times. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'm excited.
Cool.
And
Heck yeah.
we're going to start
Absolutely.
promoting it next week or probably tomorrow. And then I don't know. I guess I'll see you on Monday the 29th, right? And then you're able to stream and stick around for after hours and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'll stick around, man. It'll be fun.
Looking forward to it, Scott.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the patience with the phone call. Thanks for calling in, and next week
No problem.
we'll be rocking and rolling.
Be a great time.
Cool, man.
See you Monday, Scott.
All righty.
Thanks,
All right,
man.
see you guys.
All right, thanks,
All right,
brother.
brother.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, man, it's always good having Scott around, and I'm looking forward to streaming that pin.
Scott's a good dude.
Let's get going with another 3-player game.
All right.
So I was on stream twice when TNA was in Whitewood status.
Yep, I remember that.
And it was really cool to see that, how that pin's evolved. And one of the things that I like so much about the game is just it's the musical presentation of that game really gets you in such a freaking mood.
It pumps you up, dude. That's
It does
for,
pump
that's
you
for
up.
damn sure.
does
That
pump you
game
up.
gets you really involved. Just with with the music alone.
And I know we haven't seen the Whitewood in a while, and it's nice to have it come back out and make another appearance. So that'll be fun. Thank you, Scott. We are looking forward to it.
We're gonna play it on 11. What's he mean there?
Says, wait, don't tell Spooky Pinball. Oh, no. Oh, you don't sell Spooky Pinball products, Zach. What do we have to do about that? Something's got to happen. So now we're on the search for 2 golden tickets. Yeah, I think we're going to do versus and co-op next week, and I think that'll offer up some pretty interesting pin quest challenges for versus and for co-op. Question is, who's going to have Scott on their team? Scott will be there Monday in the flesh. In the flesh. Tiki Pinball. Too bad he just got an Alice Cooper Nightmare Castle. That's another pin I would love to stream, an Alice Cooper Nightmare Castle.
Same
Would
here.
Love it.
I haven't even flipped one yet. We were at TPF and there was a line.
You couldn't get on anything
get
at
on it.
TPF.
No.
It's so popular, so busy. Kaz says he really enjoyed TNA when he owned it. He loved the co-op mode, and he wishes all the other companies would implement that in the future. Scott says they will eventually. I don't doubt. I mean, co-op mode is fun.
Yeah.
Right? Well, it's kind
Why
of what
not?
we're doing right now. I mean, it's kind of a co-op mode,
Totally.
right?
Totally.
With the pin quest challenges. So
Yep.
I do kind of
Good
like
job
that.
on that, Neil. Good. It makes it
Yeah.
very interesting, very fun.
So again, welcome. Thanks for joining us every single Monday on the Flippin' Out Streaming Network. I'm Ken Cromwell and Bill Webb. We're from Special Winlet Pinball Podcast. Our buddy Steve Beatty's here. This is his place. We're in Studio B tonight, and we are streaming Willy Wonka and the Chalk Factory for the last week. Next week we transition, and we have a special treat, one-off week with Scott Denisi and the TNA Whitewood, which will be at Studio A, and looking forward to that. And right now we're trying to get 2 golden tickets on an individual basis.
Yeah.
In order to meet the tier
gonna be
3
tough.
pin quest
Gonna be
of the evening.
So I don't think you see that second golden ticket until around 2 or 3 mil. I don't even know.
Okay. Sorry, guys, you're getting caught up once again. Yeah, Carrie, I wish you did live up here because I probably couldn't handle it down there with the heat. Nice, guy. You got an Alice Cooper's?
You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Yeah, co-op would definitely be cool.
You know what makes me mad about Willy Wonka? There are 2 things that I know that I should never do. And the first is when the ball's being fed to the left flipper, try to backhand it on the fly like a one-timer and try to get the gobstopper.
Yep.
Because you can't do
Well,
that.
you can hit that ramp over and over and over.
You can
but
hit
it
the
doesn't-
ramp.
It's not big points doing that.
But
At
I
least
try to hit
haven't done that.
the gobstopper and it comes right back down the middle. And every time I say I'm not going to do that again, I do it. And then what happens is I got to make sure I stay away from that left stand-up target on the right ramp, and I am attracted to that like you have no idea. So it's
My-
like those
my
are the
right-
2 things I know I can't do, and I consistently do
do
them
it.
every freaking game, man. But that's what makes me want to play one more game. That's why I dig it. I dig it.
That's why we've been going late.
Lumberjack, I think Fishtails is a good game, if that's what you're talking about.
Gobstopper, yeah. Gobstopper needs a gentle backhand. I try to hit it on the fly, and I know I can't or I shouldn't do that because it's too risky, but I do it anyway.
Dude, you're just re-verifying things you already know.
Yeah, that left orbit is also like you're right straight down the middle. Those are 3 shots, man, that are just tough. And it's hard because it's like almost when it's coming out of that orbit, you want to nudge the machine so that it hits something so that it doesn't rocket out of there straight down the middle.
Yep. Yeah, you got to be on point. I mean, especially the right ramp too, man. If you kind of pussyfooted up that ramp, dude, it's coming back down.
Whoa,
right,
whoa,
right in the,
whoa,
right in the tank.
whoa! What? What? Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
If you lightly hit it up the ramp, is that a better way of saying?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
After last week's incidents,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
man.
know if this is supposed to be family friendly or not anymore, but I assumed it's not since the stream is marked explicit. So there we go. Anyhow, so
Yeah,
it'll be sad to say goodbye to Willie. We have to play that Boys the Men song like at the end of the streams. Like, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Absolutely not. But thank you for your
Absolutely
thoughts on
not.
the situation here.
I'm gonna take a pass. Good times. Fishtails. And Scott says, "Hey,
come on,
I will be
man."
swearing next week." Scott says, "There's nothing like a vulgar Scott Denisi to set the tone of a stream." That's for
Right?
sure.
That's gonna be a good time, man.
Hey, Dennis from Neglected Gamers is in. I didn't see him pop in a chat, so he says he's not a Fishtails fan, but it's better than a number of other games that are out there. Falgren's here. What's up, Dave?
Who's talking shit about Fishtails?
And his pinball says, "You know what sucks? When you're flowing ramp to ramp over and over and building up candy jar and Wonka bars, cap the ball, and everything is awesome. And then you hit the death target by the factory ramp." That is true.
That's why they
That
made
is
it
true.
red. Do not hit.
All right, Scott, thanks for stopping in, man. And if you're leaving, thank you, buddy. Tiki
Yeah, buddy.
Pinballs has explained that he will be leaving because this might be a family show, so he's out.
Is it a family show? I don't know.
It's really not.
I don't even know. When
It's
does it
not.
begin?
Okay, with what I said, though, I don't think that was crossing the line.
Right.
Okay,
No.
missed
What did
it.
you say?
Repeat it, Bill. What
I
happened?
said, if you pussyfoot
Whoa, Bill! Oh, what?
Damn.
Whoa.
Ain't a family show anymore.
if you shoot it light,
All right.
i.e., or including up the right ramp, it can
Wash
it can drain.
So if you
very
shoot it
quickly.
light, if you
If you
control
shoot
that
it light.
flipper power,
If you're not on point with it, yes, you can. Whatever, man. You'll all be just hating.
I'll be hating on that red target. Hell yeah.
You know what, Dennis? I like Fishtails. I mean, it's not deep, but I think it's a cool game. It's one you don't want to have that as your only game, but
No, Fishtails is it was one of the first DMDs I actually saw.
sought after to get.
Yeah.
Scott, we'll see you around, brother. Tiki Pinball. Yeah, I didn't know it was either, so we're gonna have to jump off this channel, I guess.
2K for Fishtails.
I don't know, man. Buy
You
what
left
you
like a $1,000 on the table, Kaz.
Lumberjack. Honestly, buy what you want, man. I like Wonka.
Yeah, it was. We were talking to George Gomez tonight because again we had him on for the podcast, and he kept saying he's like, buy what makes you happy.
Yep.
Don't buy what other people are going to tell you is going to make you happy.
No.
Buy what makes you happy, and it makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of us are. What's that?
We just got to. I wanted to acknowledge this. Okay, modified tier 3 for each of you needs to get a golden ticket in the same game.
I think we're better off one of us getting two. But hey, Neil, I appreciate it, man. It's nice of you to modify
Thank
these,
you, brother.
modify these quests. But I mean, we're happy that we're hitting the quests. It adds a different dynamic to the game for sure, for sure.
Word helmet, my bad.
What's that?
NS, I didn't think that word was too unfriendly.
What word is that?
I'm not going to say it again and have you go.
Oh,
hey-o.
that word. Whoa, too soon.
Yeah, Fishtails. I think you're not finding for under 3. If it is, it's not going to be a great example.
I want to say this tonight, too, guys. We're not going to make it a late one this evening. We're going to close out Willy Wonka respectfully here and probably the next, 20 minutes or so. We'll get into the after-hours call-in segment. I think there's a lot to talk about pinball-wise right now. And then we're going to shut down at 9:30 tonight, and it's a little earlier than what we've done in the past, and it's simply because there's a busy day for all of us tomorrow, but we wanted to make sure that we hung out on Monday because it's our favorite night of the week, especially because we're streaming with everybody.
Love it.
And it's awesome.
Love hanging out with you guys. Love hanging out with chat.
I love this too.
So next Monday is going to be
Colorado 15. Thank you very, very much for
buddy.
the sub, man. That is awesome. Subscribe via Prime.
15.
Colorado 15 is subscribed with Prime. We need to do some like when somebody subs,
We could have like a
we're gonna get
noise.
a
like
sign.
some choreography or something going.
We're gonna
We're
get a
like
sign.
we do something.
Oh gosh, do we?
Not to belittle ourselves.
do we show nipples?
No, we're not showing. No, that's the way to lose the subs.
Walrus, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it,
T
brother.
Walrus 875 for the follow. Thank you.
So, Birdo Drink, you posted up here. Now, if they touched on it when I was up playing, but Fishtails or Munsters, I like them both. But if money wasn't an object, I think I'd let go Munsters a little more. Not a little more, a lot more. Yeah, Dave, I don't think you're getting rid of your Fishtails either.
Yeah, I wouldn't move my fishtails anytime soon.
David Dennis, you know what? I thought about taking the Fishtails that I had when I had it and retheming it, the music with some country stuff. Some Brad Paisley, I'm going fishing and stuff like that. I thought would have been pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna miss her.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But again, it's an early pin of mine. It's got some sentimental value.
Yeah, until Steve gets rid of it to me.
You did. You offered some money on it last week.
I think I've
I
offered
did.
it a couple times, man.
I don't like to say things are bolted, but that's
No, you know what?
It's
Here, when you're
super
done with
glued
it,
right now.
when you need space, dude, I'll foster it. It's fine.
I'm gonna need space eventually.
Thank you, callers, for the kind words, man. We're just trying to keep it real, and then honestly, it's all the people in chat that make this channel what it is. I mean, our pinball skills are interesting, to say it in a very light way.
Yeah.
But yeah, just about having a good time and everybody getting together. Cause yeah, it makes sense to sell for less. I just sold Fishtails last week and I got rid of it.
Dude,
pretty
I
cheap.
hear that. But Fishtails is a $3,000 game, guys. I mean,
you know what? I don't know if there's the Ricky Roo. I don't know if there are distributors offering financing, but I know there's companies that will let you finance pins. I don't know what the interest rate is on it. I don't know if I would jump into that. Dave, country is not the devil's music. Just saying.
I'll tell you what. Don't spend more than you can afford on a pinball. There's a lot of cool games out there for less than $8,000.
Oh yeah, you could buy a couple of them.
Don't
Especially
put yourself into debt.
Well,
that's my personal opinion about it.
no, don't debt yourself. And you know what? Honestly, when I first started out, man, my goal was to just try and add one game a year.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point it went past that, but that's okay. Kaz, I love your thought here. Retheme Fishtails to the 1997 movie Gone Fishing with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover.
Now we're talking.
That
All
would
right, I
actually
can
be
see that.
really
That'd
cool.
be good.
It does have a walleye
Yeah.
topper.
Dave's a big fisherman.
Yep. Ken was shooting like a pimp.
Shooting like a pin with that 188 thou.
All right. What I miss? Anything good?
Oh, we're just
all
talking.
good.
Let's go to another game. This, guys, and again, I'm not trying to shill Willy Wonka in a chocolate factory, but I'm telling you, this game has.
You want to go, right? You want to go again?
I want to keep playing the game.
I do. We need to pay some bills.
All right, we're going to pay some bills real quick on the Flippin' Out streaming network.
And Bill has left the building.
And Bill has left the building. He'll be back.
He's paying himself.
For those of you that might have missed the game that we're going to be streaming next week, we're taking so we're in transition, right? We're in between games.
Yep.
We've got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory that we're ending this evening, and then in a few weeks, I would assume that we've got Stern's next game, the Cornerstone game, that's going to be released here in a few days, and so that'll be coming into the Flippin' Out studios that we'll be able to stream. Now, we wanted to bring you some different content because we don't want to stream the same pin over and over and over. So next week, Scott Denisi's coming in, and he's bringing in his TNA Whitewood, which was the game that started the craze of TNA itself. So we'll be streaming that game with Scott, and that's going to be on Monday the 29th. That's going to be fun. Now, after that, we have another week. Now, there are a couple things that are up in the air, and I know Zach's trying to work that out right now. And I'm hoping the week after that, we might be into that Cornerstone game by Stern. So, the hits keep coming on the Flippin' Out streaming network.
Yeah,
so
dude, that's exciting.
For the lack of a better term, stay tuned, but we'll keep you informed as early as we have the information. And that's kind of where we're at with that. Are you going to be playing dialed in with the new codes? I don't know. I don't know if we'll have a dialed in here. I owned a dialed in LE for a long time, and I love that pinball machine. I don't know if a new code is going to drive a machine in here for us to stream or not. We'll have to see. We got to ask the boss. Got to ask Zach and Nicole Mini on that one. Colreth says you could buy a BSD for around $3K and sell it 6 months down the road and maybe not lose any money or very little. BSD is one of those games where, and I'm looking at one right now, I didn't really care for it in the beginning, although I tend to play well on the game, but now I kind of want one.
So this is we kind of met over my BSD.
Yeah.
You were asking, you were asking on Pinside if anybody had one.
Yeah,
local.
that's right.
So
that is how we met.
And I reached out to you. I was like, dude, come on.
He's like, come on over to Studio B, man. I'll show you. B. And I played it. And I'm like, this game kind of sucks. But then I
you did. Yeah, my kids won't dig this.
Right. But I like it. I want to grab one now.
For sure.
I still dialed in because of space. Where I am at, I can only have 4 to 5 pins at a time, and I cannot keep them all. I'm like the type of guy that likes to keep rotating games out, and then one day when I grow up, right, and I'm old enough and I'm retired, I will have played as about everything that I can. I will have owned several hundreds of pins, hopefully, right?
No doubt.
And then I'll be able to pick the fantasy lineup for myself.
I don't think you'll ever be done.
I don't know. We'll see. You guys ready to start another game up?
Let's do one more.
Let's do one more game. We'll get into after hours. We've got one more chance for the Pin Quest quest of the week. And thank you, Pin Quest Neil, and thank you, Scott from Pin Stadium, for lighting up all the games that come into studio here.
Thank you, yeah,
Willy Wonka
Scott, we'd be in the dark.
Has the Pin Quest, or has the Pin Stadium installed. So very cool guys to have on board with the stream. Scott at Pin Stadium, Neil Pin Quest. Hey, Rudy Soup, welcome to the chat, man. Flipping the flip it out in shit.
And you yelled at me for what I was saying.
What did you say?
I'm not going to say it because you're going to woes me. And
well, I don't know what you said.
I don't need that.
That was a nice
nonsense.
ball, man. What was that?
That's a Pin Quest right there.
End the ball in 10 seconds. Very good. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Rudy Soup. Eclectic Gamers don't know what the opinions are real anymore. He's talking to Flipping Out. Everyone's talking to Flipping Out. Last week's market trend sucked. Guess my no fear will be sitting for a while.
Hey now,
Dave doesn't like the market trends
you know what? I missed
when his
that
pins
one.
are trending down. So
I missed that one.
Lord Helmet's talking to little Eclectic Gamers there. Dennis Kriesel says thanks for the thoughts. I doubt Stern will not change what they are currently doing as people keep buying the current options. We'll see, guys. Everything I'm hearing is that Stern is going to be shocking and awing potentially here throughout the rest of the year. So we'll see what happens.
That's awesome.
I don't like saying we'll see, but I mean literally you just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's the waiting game.
And again, thanks everybody for joining us on the Flippin' Out Streaming Network. I'm Ken Cromwell. Bill Webb is streaming. He's playing the game, and Steve Beatty's to our left. We're in Studio B tonight, streaming Willy Wonka for the final week on the Flippin' Out Streaming Network. Like how Wonka was shock and awe, and Munsters was shock and awe. Like how Wonka was shock and awe, and Munsters was shock and awe. Everything's shock and awe. Oh, he's saying like Munsters was shock and awe, and like how Wonka was shock and awe. I get it, Dennis.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
Brad. David Dilnenis, I think that's how you said it. Trending up, everything I own. Trending down, everything I want. That's perfect,
I love
man.
that. I love it.
And on that note, 1812s are trending down, and Cactus Jacks are.
You know, any new table that comes out is shocking and awe.
Hey, I know what Dennis is talking about. Dennis is on
awesome.
point, man. He always keeps it real.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Yes, the tilt bob is still installed in this game. Oh, Kerry Hardy,
Kerry
thank you,
Hardy
brother.
with a-
Appreciate it, brother.
Oh, player one already. Oh, we almost
Can we talk about
Almost
the new
on
one?
your score.
very low combined.
So, Falgren jumps in and he says, so can we talk about the next Cornerstone game? Some speculation?
Yeah, go for it. Speculate away. There's no confirmation that we have what it is, so I'm open for speculating.
Yeah, we're not going to let the cat out the bag on this one.
I mean, this is kind of the place that you come every single week and you talk pinball and you speculate and you bitch and moan and then you champion.
Whoa!
And, well, what?
Well, I thought you were calling out unfriendly family words here.
Well, what did you say?
I said pussyfoot.
Whoa! Can't say that.
All right, so
Isn't there some FCC regulations going on here on Twitch? How does that work?
it does say
Man.
explicit lyrics on the pinball machine, doesn't it?
Zach says, you mean let the shark out of the bag?
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun.
Lord Helmet said he heard it at Thunderbirds redo.
Glenn570, thanks for logging in.
Kerry, thanks for the 10 bits, man. Appreciate it.
I don't know if we've adjusted the flipper strength on this.
Whoa, NS Pinball. Whoa. We got to censor him out of chat.
Oh,
Oh.
my man.
Whoa.
That's pinball.
Oh, he's coming to Bill's defense there.
Lord Helmet, I thought we were cool. That's all I'm going to say there.
Hey, guys, can you pronounce Minier? Yeah, that's how you do it.
Collar,
Eric Minier.
right here, guys.
if Deeper got Back to the Future, that would be pretty insane. Now, I'm hoping they do that title justice, if that's the case, though.
NS Pinball, I'm totally kidding. I was just busting a little balls with Bill Webb with the with some of the colorful language he decided to rip out tonight, even though it's a legit word. Just kidding around, guys.
So if you ever trap the ball up on that upper right flipper.
You can't fully trap it though. You can slow it down. Can you
No,
trap
I mean
it?
not trap it. If it gets
underneath
underneath it.
it. Oh yeah, underneath. Yep, like a reverse.
You're
trap.
basically screwed.
Because you let it go, it's going right.
As
down
soon
the
as
middle.
it happened, I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
you have to release it and bump the machine at the same time and give it a kick
Yeah,
out. And then you go ahead and tilt out. So either way.
Exactly, right? Oh, that would have fit hitting 100.
Just what I got done.
Whoa. That Fanta.
Be careful with that Fanta. All right, guys, let me just jump back in here and catch what's up.
I totally missed what was going on here. Ken scaring chat.
Minier, Eric Minier.
Probably don't need to reminisce a little bit.
Or Dennis says,
Kidding me?
Eric M.
Wow.
No, all good, Lord Helmet, dude. It's
That's
too
my
late to be.
two worst balls of Willy Wonka
It's
in my
too-
entire life.
It's too late to be too serious. Dennis, yeah, maybe Ken did scare the chat.
We got to go one more game. I'm not ending on that.
No.
That sucks.
Back to the
let's
Future
just
would
do it
definitely
live.
be worth celebrating.
Let's just do the call-in while we're playing Wonka. Do we really need to like turn the game off and have this like controlled
We'll do
environment
one
of
or two
discussion?
more, and then we'll cut it down.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Jobber, I'm sorry, buddy. Was that too loud? Because that mic right there, that's mic 5, and that sucker's juiced in order to get the audio, and it's also at a distance where you can casually talk, like while you're playing, and it should be able to pick you up. So by me kind of bringing it in and
Getting it close on the mic. It's supposed to be scary.
Kaz, I have to jump in here and agree with you. You know what, man? It doesn't matter what's released, dude. There are 100,000 people in pinball, 150,000 critics, dude. People are going to piss and moan. You got the people that can't afford to buy what they're buying.
how does that math work out?
Because how many people that are critics of pinball actually have machines?
Okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah, you don't have to have a machine to be a critic. Right?
So do you have to have a machine to be in pinball?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not in my eyes. What does Chad think? Do you need to have a pinball machine to be a pinball critic?
Nope.
All right, there you go.
No, you need to be on the internet to be a pinball critic. Damn it.
So
Ricky Roo, you don't have a machine, and you're a pinball critic, right? You know what you like and you know what you don't like, and it doesn't matter if
Yeah.
the game is the
Right,
best thing since sliced
if
bread.
he doesn't have a
Yeah.
machine, does that mean he's not in pinball?
No,
You
he's
could
in
be-
pinball. He's following it.
Yeah.
He's watching the streams about pinball.
Exactly.
All right.
And here's the other
Right.
thing. You could have there's people that own Batman 66 that I've talked to that they don't think it's the best shooting game, but they love it because of the theme. Ghostbusters is a hard game.
Okay, so there's 100,000 people in pinball, but 150,000 critics. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Well, think about the collector. How many times can you go play one of your games out on location to get your investment back?
what?
Just kidding.
So let's say I have a Star Wars. you
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
$5,400, whatever. I can go out on location and play that 50. How many times do you have to play?
To
You
make
don't-
it worth owning?
I'm saying you could go out. You could be at the barcade every weekend and still be a pinball enthusiast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you don't need to own a game.
No,
No,
no.
that's where I was getting with that.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It took a while to get there, but
No, I get it.
all right. By the way,
I was busting.
is the
I was
worst-
busting some balls tonight on Bill Webb. I've been busting balls all night. So
let's keep it going. Oh,
Hey,
Kid
Kid
Multi-Ball.
Multi-Ball.
Yeah.
Oh, the easy one though.
The easy one. Starting at 26K.
Oh, jeez. Oh, good times, guys. Again,
Always is, guys.
it's always a good time. So tonight, again, is our last week. Good job, Bill. You know, I'm just busting your balls a little bit, right?
You know what, guys?
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to lie. I really...
You had that look on your face. I've seen that look 3 times, and I just saw it with you leaving that machine, like you were upset.
I was a little miffed, yes.
Miffed.
A little miffed.
Miffed. All right, my turn.
Yes, Collarth, everyone is a critic.
You think I break 10 grand?
10K?
And it is fashionable to be a critic if you watch some of these guys. You know what? It doesn't surprise me. I mean, we know a guy out here that he's a big tournament player. I mean, he's got every machine. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
We're not going to mention names, but, you know, you go into his basement, it's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, good time over there.
That's a good point, David. Yeah, how will they know to hire you? You know what I mean? Here, I'm going to say this. You know, when we have people over at my house on, you know, holidays or neighbors or whatever, and somebody doesn't care about pinball, and they see Wizard of Oz or they see Getaway or, you know, they play any of these games, they don't care what the code is. They just enjoy having a game to play.
Yep.
You know, I think some of this stuff gets taken a little too seriously. I mean, it's not... There's bigger
Gotta play
tragedies
another
in
one.
the world today.
You have an extra ball?
Oh, you know what? I did hit that extra ball. Thank you for the reminder. Go for 2 golden tickets.
Just turn the game off and on again so we can keep playing.
And you know what, Tiki Pinball, you know what, you don't need to own a game to have a good time playing a league. You know, a lot of times it's just about getting together with your buddies and having a good time. Zach, I agree. Critics sometimes don't know Hala Shiitake.
Whoa, Bill. What?
Jobbridge, we won't say his name, but we'll call him Carl Cromwell.
What? Don't say my name about what?
I don't know.
What did I miss?
Flipping Out Pinball, the web eye. I'm jumping around.
Yeah.
Steve's got to check the temperature outside.
All right, good.
All right, I think we're going to do one more, and then we'll roll into after hours. Sound good?
Yeah, regardless, the stream's got to end at 9:30 tonight, so that means the latest we can get out of here is about 11. No, I'm kidding. We're going to end at 9:30. We're going to end at 9:30 tonight, so stick with us here. Who's player 1? Steve is, right?
Steve is, so
we're going to wait on him for just a second.
You know, Kaz, honestly, you know what? You keep jumping in here with good points, so thank you very much for sparking the interest of my brain here. You know,
What's the question? What's the question?
It wasn't a question. It was a statement that he had.
What was the statement?
Kind of why I sold a bunch of my pins. Couldn't justify having them if you don't play them. You know, Kaz, last winter, or, you know, going into fall, into spring, into summer, I was working every time I got a chance on Whirlwind. And it got to a point where I was getting upset because I had just gotten Wizard of Oz and I wasn't playing it because I was trying to finish up Whirlwind. And honestly, unless it's a game that I'm absolutely in love with, I guarantee you I won't be doing another game like that again. Or at least not for a while. Unless I
At least
really,
not for
really
a couple
love it.
weeks when you start your high speed or Transformers.
Okay, but that's a different thing there. I know I love Getaway. And honestly, there's times when I go downstairs and it's like, do I really need all of these pins? You know, I know someone that would buy my Baywatch in a heartbeat. He's sitting to the right of me. And I would sell it to him at the bargain price of an undisclosed...
Right.
I know exactly what it's going for, though.
Right. It hasn't been trending up or down, so it's fair game.
We haven't fluctuated the market on it lately.
Right. David Dennis hates people with the ones with accents. All right. Dennis says, how to become a pinball distributor. Step 1, become a pinball reviewer. Step 2, give all modern games at least a B. And step 3, profit. Some serious ball busting going on tonight in chat, everybody.
Dennis is coming real with it.
Dennis was trending up today, I heard on TWIP.
Yeah.
DK?
Yeah, it was a good podcast
Right.
today. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Zach and Dennis.
It was a long podcast today, guys.
Dude, I haven't heard it.
It was good, but it was long. I have to finish it up still.
bros.
I can't remember TWIP going 2 hours and 22 minutes before, so I'm looking forward to finishing that up over the next several weeks. I'm kidding. I'll finish that up tomorrow.
How long was it?
No, it was 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Oh,
That's a long podcast.
I got a slow day at work tomorrow.
Right.
I'll catch
But
up.
you know what? In all fairness, like they were, Zach at least was off last week because of pinball show fatigue.
Dude,
he was
yeah,
sick. He was down for the count.
You got to take breaks, man. You know,
you do.
We understand
You do.
that.
Glenn570 says, I love that they made Star Wars Home Edition. There are so many Star Wars fans that will buy the home machine just to have it, just to sit next to the real life Stormtrooper in his George Lucas tribute basement. Every time his friends are over for pinball gets exploded. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, I think by picking Star Wars as that kind of $4,000 pin, it will appeal to a certain Star Wars collector that doesn't want to pay $6,000
So
to
are
have
those
a Star Wars
So
pin.
are these Star Wars? Are they going to be just sold by distributors? Are they going to be in Costco's?
Not in the United States. They're just distributors.
Just
from
distributors,
what I understand.
okay.
Then maybe overseas. That's
Because there was
potential, I don't know.
they had the Avengers home or they had a couple
What's
home
up, Rorden?
editions.
Yeah. Well, some of those home editions went through Costco, like Transformers
Yeah.
had a machine that went through there. I wish
Transformers.
there was a distributor here that could let us know.
Before I was in pinball, I remember seeing that and being like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome!"
Me too.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing the price and I was like, oh, not that awesome.
No, Zach definitely would not like it. I did. It's just a question.
You know what, the Ricky Real? I think that that game's got a pretty decent code set for what it is now from everything we heard today. Whoa, brother Rorden in the house, man. Haven't heard from you in a while. I was like, uh-oh, what happened to Rorden?
Dude, this
Steve. Ricky Roo got to listen to the podcast tomorrow to find out there, good sir.
Steve, your game.
It would literally take us about 20 minutes to recite everything that George Gomez was talking about today.
Well, we don't have to recite it because it can be listened to tomorrow,
And that's exactly what I said.
especially with the Pinball Podcast. Absolutely. Loser Kid subscribed tier 1. Thank you, Loser Kid.
Resubscribe. A lot of
2
resubscribers,
months,
man.
yeah. I love that the subs are up and people are choosing to come back. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, well, see, Roden's just getting his day started, man.
Yeah, so Australia, it's morning there, right?
No, I think he's getting close to lunchtime right
Is
about
it?
now.
Okay.
So I know Roden's normally on lunch around 9 o'clock our time, because that's normally when we talk, like right before I'm going to sleep.
George was not in the house. We actually had him on the phone today. But we did reach out to him to see if he would come and stream with us.
Yes, we did.
Potentially that Star Wars home edition pin. So
Might be some late breaking stuff with that.
you can get an idea how that conversation went tomorrow on Special Win Lit Pinball Podcast.
See, 11:35.
I want to listen to it now.
All you gotta do is Brad Kendon start editing.
I know I gotta go home. I gotta. That's one reason I'm not really
Feeling staying up too late.
right, and I'm not partaking into the beverages tonight because I know I got a lot to edit tomorrow, and there's nothing worse than editing fatigued and partially hungover. Oh, it's horrible. It's not fun editing in the first place. Well, it is kind of fun editing, but now when there's a lot going on,
No, and that episode's gonna have a lot of stuff in it.
yeah.
Oh.
You gotta guess that George. I have to organize my sock drawer. Nope.
Ricky Roo.
Jobber, you're wrong, buddy.
That would be the Special When Lit Pinball Podcast, hosted by Ken Cromwell and myself,
And
Bill Webb.
Yeah, I heard that
Sponsored-
Zach is not going to Pinburg.
Sponsored by Lear Mods.
He is not going to go to Pinburg, even though he's one of the lucky few to get a ticket. You're playing well tonight for the most part. End of the game there, bud.
At the end.
Yeah, the Ricky Ruru. Listen, I mean, I was never into podcasts. I was never a podcast guy. I remember listening to a couple pinball podcasts that were recommended to me, and it really kind of turned me on to listening to other podcasts. Podcasts are not something that you want to sit down with your beer and just listen to with nothing going on. Podcasts are great for that drive into work, shuttling off to the store. Maybe you're working on shopping a pinball machine. You're listening to a pinball podcast. And there's a lot of great pinball podcasts out there. So I'd recommend get your favorite podcatcher. Go on your phone and download like a podcast addict or something. Search pinball. See what shows are updating frequently and what you think appeals to you. Our particular podcast, we're a couple guys out of Chicagoland area that are just pinball enthusiasts that like talking pinball on a weekly basis. So that's kind of what's here. And it's brought us all the way to streaming pinball on Zach Meny and Nicole Meny's Flipping Out streaming network. So it's, a couple enthusiasts that got involved. Now we have several outlets in which we can discuss pinball and talk pinball with everybody, and it's been very rewarding and very fun.
All right, guys, just jumping back in.
Rodin says, that's Rodin knows.
There's a wait list.
Rodin says, Wonka looks magical. This one will probably be the first one I play. I gotta come halfway around the world to check it out. Dude, you gotta have a Wonka somewhere down under there. By the way, Bill, can you read the white text on the black background better than the...
I think it all kind of blends, but that's okay. It's just that time of night. Wonka is a good game, and I look forward to throwing down a couple of games with you when you get here.
1,400 Wonkas on order already. All right, I could totally see that. But they're making, potentially, they have licenses or whatever for up to 1,500 LEs.
Yeah.
So how many SEs are unlimited until the...
I don't know, man. I'd be curious. I don't even want to speculate on something like that.
I'm kind of already... I love the game so much, I wouldn't mind upgrading. Not gonna lie.
Favorite non-pinball podcast? Modern Invention is one that I listen to. They talk about like the making of cameras and stuff like that.
I throw Bill Burr on sometimes just to get a laugh.
Yeah.
He's kind of ridiculous.
I like the ESPN 30 for 30s. I don't know. I love that podcast.
So sports.
Yeah, I love sports.
Bill likes inventions.
History, crap.
I like
yeah.
guys saying stupid shit comedy.
But you know what I like on Netflix and stuff right now? I love the like the crime documentary stuff where you just see some horrific crime happen and then the guy looks guilty, but then he gets off on a technicality, but then you find out that he was innocent only to find out that he got reconvicted. Like I love all that stuff, man. It's like
Are you all caught up on
Kaz, have a good
Stranger
night,
Things
man.
season 3?
Kids come first, brother.
Stranger
so
Things?
none but love.
Oh yeah. Kaz, you leaving?
Yeah, he's got dirty diapers to change.
Hey.
Kaz, peace out, man.
Good job, buddy.
I'll be back in that boat here in another couple months.
Looking forward to debuting you tomorrow on Special One Lit Kaz. Covering American Pinball, everybody. Kaz. I love it.
Flipping out. Yeah, Scott was in the house tonight. Joe Rogan, I haven't listened to, in all honesty.
Oh, God.
Monday morning podcast.
Yes, I believe the Whitewood would fit into a Fiero. You just strap it to the top of it. We still need to find a Dutch pinball correspondent. I don't know if there's really a necessity for that one yet.
We need to find a Dutch pinball like legal consultant.
Lawyer, yeah.
It's somebody that's like from Court TV
If someone's in
that
chat,
can explain what the hell's going on with ARA and
if
that whole.
if someone's a lawyer in chat, please contact us. We'd love to have you be a correspondent for some legal questions on some of those things.
Look at Jobber says that he only listens to the Special When Lit and This Week in Pinball podcast on continuous loop. That's awesome.
Thank you, Jobber.
You're a cool dude, man.
Jobbers, we appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I'll drink to that, man.
Don't forget about our buddy Jason. He does one too. He does the Slap Save Pinball podcast. Him with Matt.
Jason Fowler and Matt Kanan.
Yep.
We got a lot of podcast buddies. I mean, we got Josh Roop, who's here in chat for Loser Kid Pinball podcast.
And then don't forget about the Collected Gamers podcast.
And then I was just going to say, Dennis.
Dennis is like the
He's
most
a double agent now.
He's like the History Channel of pinball, man.
He's a double agent because he's with Tony at Eclectic Gamers.
Yeah,
And then he crosses over to TWIP on the opposite weeks. So he's.
I love it, though.
The nice thing with Dennis, though, is, and this is what I always appreciated when I have been on TWIP a couple times.
Yep.
It's fun to do the podcast and just walk away from it and not have to worry about editing it. I mean, there's nothing more fulfilling than that because you're like, I just had all the fun without any of the work. So it's awesome, man. I do appreciate it. The problem with Dutch pinball
Hey, Bill.
is I've heard that Dutch
Welcome
law
back.
doesn't make all cases open and that the ARA Dutch pinball case is currently sealed. I've not confirmed this personally. Sounds like Dennis could be our legal consultant for Dutch pinball because he's already on 2 podcasts. He may as well go for 3. He should go for the trifecta.
The hat
Why
trick
the-
of
why the hell
podcasts. I like
All
it.
right. All right.
That is a good dude. Been a while since I talked to you, Dennis, but dude, we haven't forgot about you. Sorry, guys, you're getting caught up.
Yep. Where are we at, Bill? Where are we at? Tell you what, dude, this black background with the white.
Kind of throws you off.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I can't read that shit.
You know what? I would love to see the Big Lebowski get made. I would like to see all the people get made whole first that have money into that company that is going for naught at the moment. But we shall see what happens, in all honesty. Still a little leery on that one.
Yeah, right. They sold out, 40?
Yeah, I guess 40 of them and all the parts.
Yeah. Oh, so the parts. They had a stash of parts, right?
They do have a stash of parts.
So
and
those
some
are
games-
gone already.
And some games that aren't completed.
Wow.
Yeah. Glencoe, that's a great idea. For the Zach and Den road trip, pick up iMoto Arcade to fill in the hours of Zach singing to his little creasel. I would love to watch that. That would be good.
That's Twilight Zone looking for that ball over there.
Hey, you're in Twilight Zone. So I guess we can. Hey, there you go. Nicely done. You got a little. Here it is. Wonka Vader multi-ball is the conclusion of the rollover locks from game to game. Hey, and I just saw a golden ticket pop up, Steve. You've got an opportunity, Steve, to get that second golden ticket.
Yeah, right.
Let's go. I think last week we hit the PinQuest Tier 3 on the last game. Racking up some jackpots here. Blowing up the machine. Stack a multi-ball.
Oh! Ouch.
Steve's having fun. You're having good games tonight, Steve. I was wondering when that was going to start.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Is there like a restart this shit?
Neil, thank you much, man. Hopefully she can pull it off. That'd be nice to see.
Can you tell from the
Damn it.
the user interface how many golden tickets have been collected? I've never had to look.
I can't.
Does anybody know if you can tell from the user interface on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, if you can tell how many golden tickets have currently been collected? Because it's giving you a lot of information, and I imagine that's on there somewhere. Yeah, BD's playing well because it's an easy commute. You know what my problem is
That's
tonight
true.
is I'm just ahead of everything, and it's because I'm not playing with the delayed reaction of drinking. And it's weird. It's it's strange to me.
I drank 2 Starbucks before we started playing.
Bad breaks.
And, yeah, that's why I'm not falling asleep right now. We were up a little early.
No, golden tickets are based, I believe, on objectives that are completed during the game, not based on points. So I imagine it's possible to have completely different scores with the same amount of golden tickets, just depending on what your approach to the game is. All right, so let's leave it up to chat here. Do we play one more game of Wonka here and take it up to 9 o'clock, or do we cut Wonka here and go into after hours? We'll take the first.
The easy commute.
Lumberjack says yes.
Yes to what, though?
Yes. Just yes. He just left it up to us, I
I
think.
really enjoy playing
Cut.
Studio V.
Yeah, Beatty's blowing it up tonight, man.
BD is in the zone.
After hours is everything's shutting down tonight at 9:30. We have 36 minutes here, guys. So
If we start now.
we're gonna give everybody a nice early night to kind of chill out tonight, including ourselves. We've had a busy week, but we look forward to this so much. There's no way we were gonna skip it. That's why we're here. Yeah, let's one more game and let's try to get tier 3. You want to do that? I'll do that.
Let's do it.
Let's go. One more game. We'll go to after hours. And for those of you that are calling in, we'll keep the calls short and swift tonight, and we'll just keep it moving along. So think about what you guys want to discuss. If you guys want to speculate on what that next Cornerstone release is going to be from Stern Pinball, that's fine. If you want to vent about something, that's fine. If you'd like to vent about something that we are doing or not doing, that's fine. We're always looking for constructive feedback.
Love critics.
And some ball busting. Never going to hurt anybody.
Roden, dude, you get back to Sydney, man. Dude, we won't see you soon enough, all right, brother? Be good or be good at it.
Roaring, good times, man. Expo's coming up, buddy. We'll be seeing you shortly.
Yeah, we're getting
Few
real
months.
close now.
Few months. Safe travel, says Zach. Zach, how's everything at home? You taking care of business over there? Everybody's hanging in there or what? This game has moved so much. I can see it's like completely off center on the screen. Like it's just like it's so crooked. Nah, it's the last game, man. Who cares? Oh, you're welcome, Zach. Hey, we care about you, man, because without you, none of this content's going on. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you right now, without Zach Many, I'm not hanging out in Studio B playing a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Standard Edition.
We're not
on stream.
We're not playing.
Thanking people for bits and follows. XDWX, thanks for the follow.
We're not playing at your house either. We're not playing anywhere.
No. Well, I mean, we're doing something.
Well, yeah, but dude, we're not doing this.
Not on Monday night.
So thanks, Zach. Thank you, Nicole. You guys make this possible. The Ricky Roo, thank you for following us, brother.
Ricky Ruru, thanks for following. So we got DWX, and the Ricky Ruru both following here. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Man, this game is it's a one more game. I want to play this all night.
Well, I mean, because earlier, I put up over 1 million, and I was like, all right, I'm going to be in the groove tonight.
Yeah.
And then it just continued to kill me.
So you want to keep...
So now it's like, yeah. And then last week, I couldn't get going, and I didn't get going until the last game.
Last game, yep.
So it's like one of those, you play 7 or 8 times, and you're able to kind of semi-blow it up like once out of every 7 or 8 times.
Yep.
But that's just enough. Again, I refer to golf. I love golfing. I'm a horrible golfer, but it's like those 2 or 3 shots that happen during the course of 18 holes that you're like, oh man, I got to come back because
exactly.
I can do that more frequently.
I love it.
Why is Zach never on this? It's because we are remote. So we are in Chicago and Zach is in Indiana. So, and Zach was on our stream when we streamed the Black Knight Sword of Rage LE. We revealed that, and that was an outdoor stream in St. Charles. And Zach was on with Ryan Kuiper, who's TurboGrafx-7 on Twitch, and Jason Fowler, who's one of the co-hosts of the Slap State Pinball podcast. That was really, really fun. So we're hosting the channel for Zach, but this whole thing isn't possible without Zach.
No.
Let's be clear.
And I'm pretty sure at some point, maybe, well, Zach, I don't know. You tell us, man. But hopefully before the end of summer or beginning of early fall, man, we'll have to have you out one more time, dude, and do another stream like that.
Yeah, Ken loves those outdoor streams, Zach.
He loves.
We should do them once a month.
I think Ken would probably be out of pinball altogether if that was the case. In all honesty. Nice, yeah. You can't be out of ginger ale and Jack. That's no good.
All right, paid sign guy says, good thing this is an abbreviated show tonight. I'm out of ginger ale for the Jack and Gingers. Oh, dude, just go straight up, Jack. Come on. Jack on the rocks, a little splash of water. You're good. Good stuff.
Yeah, Dennis, we'll see if that ever happens, man. Yeah, Zach, I'm looking forward to when you're streaming, brother. Do a little talking smack and jumping in chat and maybe a little heckling. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, Zach could be streaming soon here, guys.
Zach, that'd be a good time.
Sounds like he's got some extra time.
Why is that? Zach,
well, dude, you guys,
that's like an oxymoron. Zach has no time.
Zach, did you guys find a house or you move yours yet or what? Yeah, Zach definitely puts in a lot of support for this to make it all possible. So, everyone, thank you for joining us. And without Zach, we couldn't be doing this. So, thank you once again, Zach and Nicole.
Absolutely.
Lumberjack, I would say, flipping out pinball, even if you're in Minneapolis. Nice, Zach.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, and that's a great play on words, because with Zach's last name being Many, the needs of the many outweigh the needs
double
of the few.
entendre.
That should be a shirt that Dennis sells, because Zach Many has the needs that outweigh all the needs of the few.
Absolutely.
Right? I like
that. There you go, Dennis.
I like that.
You guys can have conflicting shirts and see which one sells more.
Yeah.
Donate the profits
Shirt
to charity.
wars. Shirt wars.
You know what, Jobbers? Lloyd is a good dude too. Lloyd's been on a few times.
Yeah, Lloyd's been in chat.
Yeah,
great guy.
I think a lot of the distributors work hand in hand, and it's kind of a team effort.
Better than Mylar Up. So Zach's other thing is don't forget to practice safe pinball and Mylar up.
Mylar.
So I heard today on TWIP,
You know what?
Dennis and Zach talking about sharing rubbers and cleaning them out, and reusing them.
That's what you got to do.
So you don't hear that kind of chat going on most podcasts, but on This Week in Pinball.
Imagine somebody just
Absolutely,
randomly coming in the middle of that podcast.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like I'm listening to this, like my wife walks in. What are you listening to? And they're talking about like sharing rubbers. Dennis asking Zach if he wants his old rubbers
I
and
love
how they
those
can
guys.
clean them up. Oh my goodness!
Oh, yikes. I need to dedicate 2.5 hours tomorrow and check that one out.
Mylar won't allow its likeness used. Absolutely not.
Good time, guys.
Just getting caught up, guys.
So this is going to be our last game, and then we're going to go into after hours here. We were talking about going earlier, but
Yeah, we've been having fun playing though.
yeah, Wonka's definitely it's a one more round game, man. That's tough.
Yeah, that was entertaining when they were discussing Hobbit. I think Hobbit is cool.
I've drained one time tonight in the right out lane.
Wow.
And I've drained. Actually, a lot of my drains
Just
went
a
straight
few
down
more.
the middle tonight.
They have been.
Yeah.
It's been a little more balanced, I think, this evening.
It's playing differently than last week, and I can't put my. Did you increase the steepness of the pin?
Leveling?
No, but is the pin
I
steeper?
leveled it.
Is it steeper than it was last week?
No,
Okay.
maybe.
It's,
Hang on. You kicked that back left leg up.
Yeah, it might be slightly, half a degree.
because I can tell too on the auto kick, it's never reaching. It's never going above the upper right flipper. It's always falling short. Hey, Rastin350, thanks for following. Thanks for following the Flippin' Up Pinball
bud, thank
channel.
you.
Happy to have you, man. Or Woe Man.
Hobbit or Wonka? I'm gonna go Wonka, but you know what?
Oh, Hobbit or Wonka? I would go Wonka too, but I love Hobbit. Hobbit's a great game.
I'd like to get a Hobbit someday.
Hobbit's fun.
For sure.
And
I just reached out to somebody selling the Hobbit.
I sold Hobbit before it got the major code overhaul,
know.
and I still liked that game. So, yeah, Hobbit's
Yep.
good. Colorado says, entertaining, a word, one I wouldn't use, but a word. Hobbit's chopping wood.
Chopping wood. Still with the new code? I don't know.
I don't know. I think Hobbit's a fun pinball experience. I'm starting to realize, like, where I can appreciate a layout and I can appreciate programming and I can appreciate a light show and I can appreciate an art package and I can appreciate an audio package. I can appreciate all those things individually, but for me now, it's the pinball experience. It's about me wanting to come in and play one more game.
Yeah, which is why we're eating into after hours with Wonka. So anybody who's looking to buy a Wonka, we got Zach and Nicole at Flippin' Out Pinball.
Might be able to help some people out.
Can probably help you out
If he has any more.
if he has any more. I don't know. But man, this game is rocking. Minus the mug shots. I love the mug shots that it takes.
Yeah, the mugshots are a good time.
So
okay.
you do
Wonka
know.
LEs are out this month.
Nice.
Is this game done?
This
Yeah,
game
kill it.
is done.
Goodness, Ken's kill it in the middle of. So
guess-
somebody
guess-
might have
guess
had,
what I-
somebody
guess
might
what
have
I
put a
don't feel
name
like
in
doing
there or
right now?
something.
I don't feel like playing one more game because that game just really aggravated me here.
Tell us how you
But
really
the
feel.
Let's play
the
some
one or two
freaking bills.
good-
Hey, we're back.
Chop, chop, chop.
All right. So, Willy Wonka.
Ken goes for a smoke break.
No, I don't go first. I'm going to
It's about
start
as-
smoking
about as
cigarettes after
clo-
that
about
last
as
game.
close
though.
as I've seen you go
Oh
to this
my
one play.
goodness, man! Oh my goodness! Oh, Miss Pin got her Wonka today. That's cool. I didn't know that they were.
Oh, nice.
Could she have gotten an LE or LE's already shipping? That's pretty awesome.
I think people were getting their LEs today.
That's good. That's good. I like hearing that. In any event, we have 25 more minutes here to kind of wrap up after hours. We're going to open up the Flipping Out Pinball call-in line. And Zach, if you're in chat, if you want to give us a call and kick this thing off, we got 25 minutes to rock and roll.
Hard.
Scott Denisi called in
Hard
earlier.
9:30 break, huh, Ken?
Yeah, right. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, man. How are you?
Zach.
You know what? I was getting a little bit mad at Wonka just now, and had to turn the game off because it was owning me tonight.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite thing to do whenever I get pissed off at a pin. I just straight turn it off and I don't turn it back on for at least 24 hours.
It's like you pulled the life support. Like the thing had a life of
Yeah,
its own,
like-
and it was coming to get you.
Before it
and
could
you
even
just
show
like,
that score, you're
What
like,
are you gonna do
nope.
now, you
Right.
know?
No.
Exactly.
So
Everybody
yeah.
having a good time tonight? I'm out here. I'm outside actually burning with Bill right now.
That's, you guys are on smoke breaks or what?
Did you say you're burning fishtails?
He's burning fishtails. Hey,
So
so
the last week of Wonka, this is bittersweet for me.
It
I
is,
like
man.
watching it.
what's going on with? Hey, PinQuest just fulfilled the 1,750 bits that he promised reward for Tier 2. Neil, thanks, man. It was fun. PinQuest is
Nice.
really fun.
My voice
implementing the games.
sometimes has an effect on people like that.
Yeah, well, you know what? You should call more often if we're going to get 1,750 bits. So we'll just make this your own segment. What's going on with Wonkas? Are there some available? Are LEs available? Do you have lines, people waiting? Like, what's the situation?
So the way it is what was it, about 3 weeks ago or so? They were building the hell out of standards. They ship standards, put standards on a hold. Now they're building LEs, shipping LEs. Now after that comes the collector's edition where they're going to build, and then they're going to go back to the LEs for a little bit, build, and then more standards.
Oh, wow.
I think that's the pattern at which they are manufacturing right now.
Okay. So, I mean, do you have a long list of people in the queue, or can people get in with Flipping Out Pinball and get a Wonka in relatively respectful amount of time?
I mean, honestly, if anybody wants a standard, an LE, or a collector's edition, they will be able to get it from us at Flipping Out Pinball. LE's probably going to be the quickest because they're building those right now. And then we still have some open spots for collector's editions for those of you who are ballers. And then standard edition, I would buy a CE, honestly, no bullshit. I would love to buy one,
Right.
but they're expensive.
Do we
but
know
I've got a
what's
lot of
going in
customers
on the
that
CEs? Because that's still kind of been under wraps as far as what you're going to
Yeah, so-
actually get, right?
We do not know. I anticipate right before they go on the line, they'll let people know, at least they know what the hell they're getting. And
Yeah.
then after all that's said and done, standards are going to be rolling back out at the end of summer, beginning of fall, I believe. So
Okay.
any model that you want, we're able to get it for you.
And I also wanted to make note that the Black Knight Sword of Rage LE that we were streaming prior to Wonka is available, and that's at Studio A here in St. Charles, Illinois. So if anybody's
Absolutely.
looking to grab that, come over and play it
I think
because
we've got 8,100 on it right now, which is a freaking steal considering they're $9,000
yeah,
and you guys
Yep.
barely touched the thing.
Yeah.
might have to work that off with bits one day on my other special one channel.
I would
The,
stream that again, man. That's a fun game.
It is a fun game. I've grown to appreciate it more and more playing it not on stream.
Yeah.
And I've just kind of focused on enjoying the pin, and I do like it. And again, I
It's
said
a
before,
fun journey to take, too.
It is.
it is.
Through those different monsters and battles and trying to get your multi-ball, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and it's not a game that I had high hopes for myself personally,
you really
because I didn't
did.
think it was going to appeal to me, and it has. So that's always a nice surprise after playing a pin, getting used to it and realizing.
Here's what I wanted to know for all of those in chat right now. I want them to type in chat what they think that we're going to see next from Stern Pinball. I'd love to see what everybody thinks. Let's see what they think here. Let's see. You're going to have to say it out loud.
And if you
because I'm away.
answer it incorrectly, you get booted from chat. Okay.
Permanent
Come
ban
on,
for
chat.
life.
Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Type it in there. Let's see. Not Nickelback. Come on, chat.
We got
Oh.
Zavadoza says Jurassic Park. Lumberjack says Jurassic Park.
Robert
Grim
says
Trim 1980
Soda.
says Elvira. David D.
Greg's
Dennis says
mom.
Greg's mom. Jurassic Park or World from Captain 12. Stranger Things, because I believe in God, says Call Wrath. I would love a Stranger Things pin. I'm a huge Stranger Things. Stranger Things season 3 had just wrapped up recently. 42 gifts or 42 gets.
A Stern Wonka.
Oh, Carrie, come on, man.
What about a theme that's not been done before? Oh, jeez.
No comment.
Man, it's getting kind of ugly in here.
Lumberjack says, "Please, not World," referring to Jurassic Park as a
So we're
rumored
seeing
release.
a lot of Jurassic Jaws, Jurassic Stern's Wonka. Okay. All right, chat. Thanks a lot.
The Ricky Brewer says he expects to
Now
see
what I
a Keith
what I
Elwin
want to hear
gem.
From chat, I want chat to type in what they would like to see from Stern, and that can include Jaws or Jurassic Park or Greg's Mountain, whatever it is that people would like to see next from Stern Pinball. See how close we are here.
Smurfs,
Think is coming out
Stranger
versus
Things, Superman,
what is-
See Above,
Superman, okay. Smurfs.
Back to the Future, Harry Potter,
Potter,
Stranger
Stranger
Things, something with subways again. When was the last Stern game that had subways?
Ghostbusters?
I know Ghostbusters had.
Ghostbusters.
Jobber, wouldn't Greg's mom be in a home pin?
Avril Lavigne,
She's been served in a
Oh.
bar.
Hey,
Goonies,
nah.
Die Hard, something with subways,
Goonies,
Avril
Karate Kid,
Lavigne.
Airplane, Halo,
Airplane.
Jaws would be dope.
Airplane, fast.
I picked the wrong week to quit
And
sniffing glue.
Greg's
Also
mom.
Greg's mom.
Halo, Jaws. Okay. Well, what I
Zelda would
think
be cool.
is
Yeah, Zelda. You know,
The
Nintendo stuff
test
would
I
be cool.
did.
Pinball podcasters pinball.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Yeah.
out.
Only if Dennis Kriesel is a wizard mode, so nobody ever fucking sees him. Oh,
The-
my God, sorry.
The problem is everybody thinks they'd be a wizard mode, so like the whole game would be wizard modes and mini wizard modes. Oh my gosh.
Narcissism mode.
That's right.
So it looks like my little social experiment here was I was wanting to see what people thought was coming out versus what they would like to come out.
What about
Sounds
you,
like
Zach?
more
What
people-
would you like? I mean, what would you like to see?
Your dream theme.
Back to the Future
Okay.
is the
Okay.
correct choice. The Goonies is another correct choice.
Yep. We saw both of those mentioned.
If we did get a Jurassic Park, selfishly, I think that'd be freaking awesome. I'd take a Jurassic World too. I would take Jaws. I don't know. Jaws is fine. Harry Potter would be great.
Yeah.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers right out there for Dennis Kriesel. That would be awesome.
Sound-
Queen would be cool. I love
Yeah,
Queen would be cool.
Yeah. So,
So there's a lot of. I'd even take honestly a rap pinball machine like Eminem or Dre or somebody like that.
Or
Jay-Z.
some
I like that.
NWA.
Yeah, that's a little more. old
Oh,
school
no.
to me, but,
Listen, a Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, The Chronic pinball machine
Yeah.
would be pretty freaking
Like
awesome.
2001, The Chronic?
No, like the 1990s.
I don't
Around
think
the
the
early,
2001
late 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that 2001?
Well, there was 2001, and then the original Chronic came out in 92 or
Yeah,
93.
that's what I'm
Okay.
talking about, like 93, 94, whatever that was.
What I think is interesting, though, the people that chose what they think is going to come out, I think collectively those choices were actually better than the list that everybody provided as what they wanted. So that's a kind of a good sign. I hope.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Pink Floyd? Yeah, I could see that.
Pink Floyd would be a
And
killer light show pinball
Pink
machine.
Floyd would be really cool. But again, I like the big blockbuster ones. Give me a big old blockbuster.
All right, Zach, would you be on a Fast and Furious or Gone in 60 Seconds?
Oh, Bill, I know you like that Fast and Furious.
And you can say no, dude. This is opinion. Doesn't mean you have the right opinion.
I think Fast and Furious may be a good choice to produce, considering what manufacturers are making nowadays theme-wise.
Yep.
I wouldn't be in on one because I'm not
You're not a
a
fan?
huge fan.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I think it's a good choice.
You know what I would love to see? Something that's been a blockbuster, I think, as of late. I would love to see a John Wick pin with Keanu Reeves. I don't know if you've seen the movies, but I mean, they're just adrenaline rush, just fun, ridiculous, over the top style, and I think it would lend
I
itself
think
well.
that'd be good. Right now, I think if somebody hit everybody up with the Stranger Things, I'm with you, Ken. I think that is that would be dynamite. If they hit that anywhere from now until the next series starts, I think you would maximize sales on that game because right now it's hitting on all cylinders.
Would you include like all 3 seasons of Stranger Things if you were to do the pin, or would you focus on like season 1?
I think the smart move would be focusing on season 1, but dashing in a little bit season 2 and 3 as needed, kind of like they did on Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
So
season
I
1
think
was
that's what you
impactful.
need to do because the first one is the series. That's what everybody was presented with. That's what everybody fell in love with. So you focus on that. But then there are some beloved parts in season 2 and 3 which need to be included as well. So some of the relationships that have grown over time that you don't get in season 1, those need to show up somewhere.
And for those of you just joining in, we've got Zach Meny, the owner of Flippin' Out Pinball, on the line on the Flippin' Out Streaming Network. So, Zach, it's always good having you here, man.
Last thing I'll say before I leave, you wonderful, beautiful men, is that if anybody is considering, we're going to see this Stern pin hopefully within now and the next 4 months. How about we say that?
The next 4 months.
Right.
Right.
That's right. If you see this pin and you fall in love with it and you're thinking about purchasing it, give us a call, and we'd be happy to put you down for, if they do a Pro Premium LE model, as they usually do, love to put you down for one.
Hey, Zach, before you get going, all right, so one that just kind of came to mind because I was watching it over the weekend. What about a National Treasure pin done by JJP?
I think that would be so horrible that would be great. Yeah. Nicolas Cage on
There's a little
anything
Cage up in
would
there.
be
Oh,
fantastic.
man.
Yes. Give me Nicolas Cage all day long.
All right.
Hey, you know what? Here, last thing. Why in the hell are these manufacturers not making comedy pins? It's the stupidest thing in the world. Dumb and Dumber. You've got Ace Ventura, Kingpin. We've talked about it here recently, I believe. Or no, we're upcoming. We're going to be talking about it on Street in the Middle next week. But these comedy films, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, The Regular Vacation with Chevy Chase. I want to see Chris Farley in pinball machines. I want to see some funny, good stuff.
What if you
That's
just
all
did like a Saturday Night Live
pin.
pin and you just featured as many guests as you could, and you could code update that pin to include other guests that had signed on? You know, that'd be kind of cool.
I want funny pins and I want scary pins. For some reason, we just deal with action because the Silver Bowl is so wild.
Action or
and wild.
music pins,
And-
like that's
and rock
constantly
and roll.
pumping
I
up.
get it
Yeah.
theme-wise, but I think pinball's bigger
could work.
than that, guys.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, if you want to
Nice,
see
dude.
comedy in pinball, just watch me play Willy Wonka tonight, Zach, because
Hi-yo.
hey, ooh,
Replay.
oh.
Hey, you had a damn good game there, Ken.
Yeah, I had one, man, but it's like, you know how it goes. You know what you're capable
last
of,
thing.
right? Yeah.
Last thing in chat. For those of you that follow This Week in Pinball podcast, thank you. For those who don't, what the hell are you doing? But in chat, I want to hear, for Dennis Creasel, how many people would love to see a live filming documentary of Dennis Creasel and I touring across America on our Friendship Forever tour, or whatever the hell I called it? Dennis Creasel and I, road trip, listening to music, him pissed off most of the time, me feeding him little Funyuns. That would be great.
I think of like American Pickers, where like you guys are just driving, you got the dash cam set up,
In the flipping out
I
van.
think of
yeah,
Dumb
and
and
the
Dumber.
flipping out video.
I think of Dumb and
Dumb and
Dumber,
Dumber.
like on the
No.
scooter
That'd be the ultimate
or
road
the
trip.
Wienermobile.
You should
You know,
you
my
should do
thought
something
was
like
They
that.
got rid of my Market Trends T-shirt, but now I'm fighting for Road Trip.
Road
Make
trip.
it happen,
Road Trip.
chat.
Yeah.
All right, thanks,
There you
guys.
go.
I appreciate all the support, and you guys are wonderful for doing this each and every week. The most entertaining stream on Twitch, in my opinion. And tell them, Ken, we're just getting warmed up.
There's a lot getting ready to rock and
I don't
roll.
even know what's coming.
We are literally just on the tip of the iceberg. So for those of you that are starting at ground zero with us, it's going to be fun to grow the channel with you guys. Trust me, it's going to be good times.
Pinball Nerds had a great comment, Zach. I don't know if you got to read it yet.
I haven't. What's up?
I would legit, from Pinball Nerds podcast, I would legit sponsor your road trip. It would be incredible. I'm thinking Borat meets Jackass.
Yes. And I don't want to know which one's which, but
Right.
maybe
Albert.
we'll pick up Orby on our way. A little international.
Oh,
that'd be
Huh?
awesome.
maybe you get him and you smuggle him across the border back into the U.S. and bring him to Expo.
buddy.
How's that? Pick up Orbital Albert and bring him to Expo.
Awesome, man.
Making of a
I want to
murderer.
get into some recreational
murder.
activities with Dennis cross border, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, hey, good times, man. Well, that's Zach. We got 11 minutes. If anybody wants to chime in and give us a quick call, after I was running a little bit short tonight, but always good to hear from Zach. Very, very good times. Bolt a machine in the flipping out van and play while driving down the road. That'd be real tough, man. Like if you went to the Pinball Life parties before Expo, they always have a pinball machine that's connected to something that's rotating or bouncing, and it adds a whole different
Or in the
aspect
tube,
to playing
the,
a game. Oh, that was horrible. That orbiter
Dude,
tube.
that F'd you up, man.
I walked into that, and it's like, so the machine's in this spinning tube, but the machine's thing, I don't know. I couldn't even figure out what was going on, but it messed me up. Norsky Pinball is followed. Thank you so much for following.
Thank you, Norsky.
Good times. Yeah, the Pinball Olympics.
Yep.
I know Jay Brand does a lot of the Pinball Olympics setup up there. And Pinball Life, if you have not had an opportunity to stop in a Pinball Life prior to Expo, that Wednesday, Thursday, I think are like the days where they're pretty casual. And then that Friday is just, or no, Thursday's the rockin' day, right? Up there at Pinball Expo?
Or
no,
is it Friday? Friday's the rockin' day.
Expo.
Thursday's the mellow day.
But but listen, if you want to go, because the tickets are limited, like right when they announce, you got to get your tickets. Because every year people are upset because they didn't realize the tickets were on sale and they missed out, and they don't print additional tickets because.
And it doesn't matter who you are. And we've known Terry for years, and literally he's like, dude, I'm not at the door. It doesn't matter who you are.
Right.
You're not getting in.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree.
Unless you're Ken or Bill.
No.
Dude,
we got,
I know.
You know what happened?
We were almost in deep crap last year.
I got our tickets and I washed them on accident. They were in my pocket, and then I came out and they were all. It looked like some relic, right? So I had to bring him the Pinball Life. I didn't have to, but I showed Margaret, and I'm like, "Is this gonna fly?" And she asked Terry, and he's like, "Yeah, just have him hold on to those and bring them in." And but there was no like, here's the new tickets.
Man.
None of that stuff.
There was no new
You know
tickets to
what?
be had.
No.
Tickets started a year or two ago.
Yeah, because they had a couple
It was
interesting
getting
years.
Crazy.
When is the Stern release of the new flagship pin? So we talked to George Gomez tonight on Special Win Lit Pinball podcast, and he said in the next few days you will have a reveal. And if you want to hear more on that interview, join us on episode 61 of Special Win Lit Pinball podcast. It airs tomorrow. Be editing that up in the morning and putting that up. GM Cadres 2 is followed. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Thanks, bud.
So this has been a pretty chilled, tame chat tonight, guys. I couldn't have gone any better. I wish the playing was a little better on my. You had a really good night on Wonka, though.
You had a decent ball.
So I had a decent ball. Pinball Nerds Podcast. Albert, thanks for 10 bits, man. Always good to have you in
Albert.
chat. I can't wait to hear your
Albert.
adventures with Dennis and Zach as you ride the back of the Flippin' Out Pinball van and make your way into the United States.
Fly on the wall.
scooter.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall. Because I could see Zach throwing on some, like, Boy George, chameleon, just to drive Dennis nuts. And him grabbing a bottle and cracking Zach with it, I could just see some ugly things.
We were talking earlier where on this next release for Stern, if their reveal makes sense time and date wise, we would love to do a tailgate party stream where we all get together right before the announcement. We stream here on Flippin' Out Pinball, similar to what we did before they revealed Jersey Jack Pinball's Willy Wonka at MGC, and just have a party, tailgate party. And then we just take all of our viewers here and we bring them right into the, if it's a stream, we bring it into the stream. And if it's something else, then we just kind of all watch in real time.
Going.
So that would be pretty fun.
42 gets. Normally it's around between 7 and 7:30.
Yeah. 7 and 7:30 on Mondays, and sometimes the occasional Tuesday.
Creasel's not going to Expo.
I've been talking to Dennis trying to get him to Expo.
And he says no?
I think he's waiting for a roommate potentially to just kind of split the room, because it's a long drive for him to get to Expo and have to pay the Expo.
Zach's got a pretty
hotel
sweet
fees.
van.
Yeah.
He does. It says free candy on it and everything.
Free candy.
Free pinball? Well, that's how you
pinball.
lose, yeah.
Dennis says, interested guest hosts for TWIP should email thisweekinpinball@gmail.com and express their interest. So,
Come on, Dennis.
There
You
you
got to
go.
get out here if you can.
yeah, I would love to have Dennis come out this way.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure about my scheduling for Expo this year with having a child. October 9th, we're going to be making deals with all of my wife's friends to hopefully come keep her company and watch my newborn son, but we'll see. Honestly, in all seriousness, family first. So
Yeah, you're gonna be a play by ear
What?
kind of.
yeah,
Kinda.
family
Yeah.
first before
What is this
pinball.
family first stuff, man?
Yeah,
Pinball.
No, I get it.
Pinball.
Yeah, Creasel has to go to Expo.
I agree.
We'll see. Maybe we'll start
that should be a shirt for Creasel right there. That'll get him to Expo.
Zach says matching Expo jammies for himself and Creasel.
Like onesies or what?
Onesies, right? We'll get some onesies, some market trend onesies. Like, and Zach's got one that's got like a trending down, and
hilarious.
Dennis has one that's going to be trending up. So that would be kind of fun. Let's see who's calling in on the. Well, no way to answer this call. I don't know what's going on with this tonight.
What's that thing on right now?
Dun, 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 dun.
Having some issues. No way to answer. let me go ahead and dial this back here. All right. Sorry, caller. Not sure what's going on tonight with that. Call back if you can.
Try
And
again.
We still have 5 minutes left before we shut this puppy down. Oh, Albert, call one more time, man. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not that we didn't answer. It's just there's something going on with the interface.
Yeah.
With our call
there's
software
a little
tonight.
pop-up that happens. and
That's pretty messed up. So
never
if you don't mind, if you can go ahead and give us one more call. There we go.
There it is.
Thanks for calling the Flippin' Out Streaming Network.
What's up, you maniac?
Oh, Dave, you're calling in on Albert's freaking phone call, man.
What up, Dave?
How are you, buddy?
Oh,
Dave's got
did
an
I hang up?
847,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay, man. What's going on?
I'm sorry. Do you want me to hang up?
Well, you got about a minute, though. Please.
Oh, so
Please.
I can't tell the
What
story
up,
about
Dave?
when I saved Carmen Electra from a polar bear?
Not tonight, but I do enjoy
So,
that.
hey,
Nice,
Yeah.
buddy.
Well, I only got a minute, but I was kind of just throwing out some over-unders and stuff on this new game.
Okay.
It's going to be more than 3 flippers.
Yeah, I would say it's going to have, I would say over. If I had to guess.
Are they going to be full-size? Is the third one going to be a full-size or a nubby?
I think you'll see one full size and one nubby.
For the extras. So you think it's going to be... Okay.
You're going
All
4.
right.
I'm going 4 flippers.
You're going
Ooh.
You're
Elvis
going
family
4,
style.
one
huh?
full-size, one nubby, full Elwyn style.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How about a lockdown button?
Yes, I think that's going to be kind of standard in a lot of their games.
Well,
What do you think?
Iron Maiden didn't have it.
Nah,
Iron Maiden didn't have it.
that's true. That's true, man. I don't know.
That Elwyn, might be an Elwyn signature move.
Could be
kinda
like a-
that Pat Waller doesn't have it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I mean,
How cool would this be if it was Jurassic Park and that button was like the T-Rex has to eat the ball?
oh,
Well,
it's
that's
like
my
on
third-
the fly,
that's my other
like a
question.
hungry
I mean,
hippos.
Since we're saying T-Rex, I mean, do you think there's going to be a motorized T-Rex of some sort in that game, or is there going to be a plexiglass
Or like
statuette of
a
some
bash
sort?
toy or something.
Yeah.
It's got to be better than the one from '93, and I think that kind of set the bar high with the T-Rex.
It's got to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we know that's the one thing I don't like about that game because
I
it blows
think
on
it's
the
so
play.
cool.
I think you're going to have to see something that, the new release, the modern version, if it is the same title, it can't be short on what the original had. It doesn't make any sense. At
Yeah,
that point,
right.
you go in a
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
direction. Don't put yourself up for a direct comparison on something that came out 25 years
no, you
ago.
can't. You can't. Definitely can't.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, you got to
So-
be better than that.
Right. So, I mean, I'm thinking like an open mouth that's going to be a ball eater of some sort.
We
We're
got
gonna
like a
grab
Kiss
it,
style
ball lock
or
something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Will-
We got a few
Will
days to
Samuel
wait. I
L.
suppose.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Will Samuel L. Jackson be in this game?
See that's interesting because you've got a lot of actors that you'd have to pay royalties to in order to get the license. I just don't know. You see the complexity of licenses now, and it's like you almost don't expect a full license anymore.
I know, right?
It's like who can you take and who would be
Yeah.
acceptable? Samuel L. Jackson, would
But
be.
then again, Star Wars had some pretty full stuff happening there.
Yeah, that's true too,
So-
man. I don't know.
Get that mother effing T-Rex off my mother effing playfield.
Away.
All right.
No.
All right, man. Well, thanks, Dave. Thanks for chiming in again. It's always good
Dave.
hearing you from every week.
Absolutely, brother
Hey
Dave.
guys, if I don't call in, I have a bad week.
You get twitches. I get it.
We
Hey,
appreciate it, man.
If we don't hear you calling,
We love it.
It's just not an official stream.
Yeah, let me just
really
call
not.
you.
Thanks
Thanks,
for
man.
giving me my outlet. Have a
I
good
appreciate
night.
it,
Thanks,
buddy.
Dave. Have a good night,
Take care,
brother.
Dave.
All right.
Later.
We'll keep the phone line open for one more minute and see if Orbital Albert calls back in from Pinball Nerds, and if not, we'll go ahead and shut it down. So we'll pay some respects to our sponsors tonight. First and foremost, we have Scott of Pin Stadium, who's been sponsoring the stream since we started. All of his Pin Stadium kits have illuminated every game that we've brought in on stream and will continue to do so. So thank you, Scott. Neil of PinQuest has offered a completely different way for us to kind of have fun streaming these games. So I want to thank Neil for everything that he's done and for his generous contributions to our
Yeah.
PinQuest challenges.
Big time. Yep.
You got to be kidding me.
It was just green.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand.
Hit that red.
That's going to hang it up.
Try it. You have no other choice.
Hit hold.
I just don't get it. Hello?
Hello. Is it Ken you're searching for?
Maybe he's
there
not
anybody
supposed
out
to. Try one more time. Albert, I'm so sorry, man. Here we go.
Oh, there it is, the screen.
Hey, thanks for
Hello.
calling the Flippin' Out Pinball Network.
There we go.
See, you failed. You failed answering the call. I failed with my podcast update. So we're
Oh,
equal.
John, you're supposed to be
dude,
keeping the
come
line
on,
open
man.
for Orbital Albert. What is going on? Everybody's sabotaging here. We had Dave Falgren sabatage. Now we got
Sabotage.
Dr. John sabotaging. Oh my goodness.
Good.
Nobody
I'm glad I
listens. They just call in.
even more.
That's the best part.
Well, listen, we're going to end this stream with you, Dr. John. What's going on?
Oh no, I've just been stuck treating patients, and I missed the entire stream. Was Scott on? Did you have him?
Yeah, Scott was on.
Yeah.
That was on. So absolutely.
He stole
Hey,
it from me.
I want to take a minute.
I was gonna
FN
interview him.
FN Slayer, thank
go
you
on.
so much for the
Thank you, brother.
for the bits. I didn't mean to cut you off, Dr. John, but I always want to say thanks for that. Thank
I
you,
will
thank you very,
slam to
very
that.
much. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. But Dr. John, what kind of a doctor are you? Like, is that something you can disclose? Are you like a
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a maxillofacial surgeon, if you know anything about that. So trauma, I had a whole stack of people with broken jaws today that all came in at once. So I was looking at all them and working out theatre times to put them back together again.
Wow.
Which,
So
stopped me from-
sounds like
a
Normally
bunch
I have
of
a nice
broken
relaxed
jaws at once.
Tuesday morning here.
Yeah.
I get to watch the stream between consults, but I got stuck with these patients, which is good because it pays for my pinball habit.
Pays for my addiction.
well, these days you have to be some sort of a doctor if you're going to afford all these new in-box pins. So it's like, I don't know what it is. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on stream, right?
Yeah, you go. You go.
Hey, so you're coming into town, right? You
Look it
said
up for you.
you'll be in Chicago here on Monday? Or no?
Yes. No,
Okay.
no. We fly out Monday. We go to New York for
Okay.
3 days. And then we've got Pinburg for the 4 days. And then we fly into Chicago the Monday after. So we're there the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we fly out on the Thursday morning. So there will be drinking sessions at some stage.
Okay. Well, maybe, I mean, if you're, first of all, we have to connect at some point, but maybe if the streaming schedule coincides with you, I mean, because you're bringing your daughter, right? You guys are traveling together?
Yep.
Okay. Well, maybe we can have 2 pinball players come on and show us how it's done and get you guys on stream if you're up for it and see if the schedule works out.
And
Studio
if
B
my
is
wife
open.
We will do it.
and if my wife breaks
She'll
my
only
jaw,
play dollar games with her.
Yeah, no, we'll not be playing dollar games. We will we'll not be doing that.
She likes US dollars.
Poor Neil Pinquest is just saying if we get a ball that lasts for 40 seconds, he's throwing us 500
Going
bits. So,
down and down every week.
yeah, that's every week. It's more and more attainable.
Three of you combined.
Right. But no, it's good. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys and having you come up.
No, it was good. We dropped into Vegas a couple of years ago, and they had a New Year's Eve tournament at Flipperspiel, and we turned up to that, and they said, "Oh, would your daughter like to play?" Because she was 14 at the time. I said, "Yeah, she likes a bit of pinball." They said, "That's great." And there was about 30 players, and after every round, it was a strikes tournament. And after every round, they'd come up to me and say, "How old is she?" I'd say 14. So she just beat us, and I said, "Yeah, you'll get used to it." And she ended up coming third, only behind the Nevada state champion and California state champion.
That's amazing.
wow.
She's pretty good.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see some pinball skills and flipping it. I'll make sure I forget my wallet at home because I'm not going to be tempted to be taking any dollars out at all. Can't be robbed in my own home.
No.
Right. That's horrible. But awesome, Dr. John. So good times. Get back to work, man.
Good, mate. I will. All right. Catch you all.
All right, good
All
night.
right. Thanks for calling in.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
That's going to wrap up the stream, guys. I appreciate everybody that stuck around. If you joined us when we were launched at 7:30 and you made it all the way through the night, great. Pins Rule.
Thank you very
Dr.
much.
John, thanks for calling in. Thanks for the bits, man. F and Slayer again. Thanks for the 1,000 bits.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for
man.
everybody that donated tonight, and thanks if you weren't able to donate. That's okay. I mean, thanks for just
Showing up.
joining us here
That's
every
what makes
single
the stream
week.
the stream and all
Like
that.
Yeah.
your gift is our gift. Your gift is your presence.
Yep.
Like as corny as it sounds, it's absolutely correct.
Totally.
And I wanted to go ahead and finally we wanted to thank Zach and Nicole Menny at Flippin' Out Pinball for giving us the opportunity to spend this time with you guys on Monday nights, stream these games. I'm looking forward to next week with Scott Denisi as he comes in with his TNA Whitewood. Okay, this is the game. It's not skinned with artwork. It's his original pin that he made.
The Sharpie version.
The Sharpie version, exactly. We'll see that. The week after that, we'll have another pin that Zach's working on right now. That'll be disclosed when he finds out what that is. So maybe we'll be able to disclose that by next week. And then hopefully we're into the Stern Cornerstone game that potentially could be dinosaur themed. So
Yeah, good times.
yeah, for good times for sure. For Steve Beatty and Bill Webb, I am Ken Cromwell.
Everybody have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
And don't forget to take some time out of your day and play some pinball. So long, everybody.
Latest.